Look at all that Litecoin. People are buying Litecoin. Wow. Buying more Litecoin than anything else. That's that PayPal pump. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Hope you're doing wonderfully, wonderfully well. Morning to all the lifers out there. It is 9:34 Wednesday, January 13th, 2021. And I'm going to tell you why. You're in the best place you've ever been. Life is okay. I see a lot of people bugging out lately. I see a lot of fear. I see a lot of 20K people. I see a lot of 15K people. I see a lot of fear. I see a lot of flopping and groping out there. I see a lot of flopping and groping out there. Listen, this market was going to try to trick you. This market was trying to get in your head. This market was going to do everything it could to take your Bitcoin, to take your altcoins. I'm telling you. I know the music is epic. I know what I'm saying is epic. I know it's becoming thematic, but please listen to me. Heed my words as we jump in to the live stream. So, yeah, another wonderful day to be in cryptocurrency, in my opinion. Fully. I'm super excited, super happy. Copyright free classic music. One of my subscribers asked, hey, can you do classic music, right? So I found some royalty free classical. The Ride of the Valkyries. I actually went over this story in 8th grade. I had an amazing Asian teacher. And we went over Richard Wagner's famous opera, The Ride of the Valkyries. There's trolls, there's a princess, there's kings, there's all sorts of fun, adventurous characters in The Ride of the Valkyries. Anyway, crazy that I would go in that deep into something of history, but okay. Bitcoin. Now, what do I see for Bitcoin? What do I see happening for Bitcoin? Okay, let's do our deep dive like we do every morning. Welcome to the stream. See the chat over here, but it'd be better for me here, possibly, or even right there. Got to put a better background on it, in my opinion. Loving the new digital touches. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. You're the man for saying that. Like, that's like, you know, that means the world to me. You know I love that stuff. Big Irish. Shout out to Big Irish. My dad's best friend was named Irish. I grew up in Boston. We're very Irish. So shout out to you for being big and Irish. I hope you're a big man, calling yourself Big Irish. I bet you are, because an Irish guy wouldn't call himself Big Irish if he wasn't out of his mind, you know? So shout out to you. I know I'm out of my mind, so join the club. Thanks for coming in. Hi, I'm from New England. Awesome, man. Me too. I'm from Boston, bro. Represent. Shout out. That's where we're all Irish too. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you. I love everybody. Spanish, Chinese, Vietnamese, doesn't matter. The Irish, man, we love you all. We love you all. So check it out. What I still see right now is Bitcoin forming a few different patterns, okay? The first thing we're in is this inverted head and shoulder. Shoulder, head, right shoulder, right shoulder. A lot of times we have a shoulder. Also, am I the only one that sees this as a double bottom with a possible bull flag coming off the top? Right? So we're going to dissect it. I'm going to take off all my old work. I don't know if this music is working for us. I really don't. It was cool for a second, but I think I'm going to have to call it. It was too much. Agreed? Everybody? Anybody? 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 Now I'm stuck in the abyss of royalty-free symphony music. I'm just gonna keep it clean, how I always do it. This is my jam. This jam keeps me moving, keeps me motivated, makes me want to do the right thing. Check it out. I see a channel Do you see a channel? Because I see a channel. And if you see a channel, then I see a channel. We can channel together. So check it out. Swing this right over here to Bitcoin. And as we all saw, the megaphone, yes. But is it over? I don't know. I don't think so. See, this is my music. All right. Okay. Now, we've been playing these Bitcoin patterns. And we've been playing patterns in everything. You want me to show you this pattern yet again? I'll show you it in AAVE, okay? Because I have basically a photographic memory, and I can remember where I saw these patterns before. And see, here you go is pretty much a similar idea. AAVE was doing this inside of a bit of a megaphone. Up, down, and look, and then it double bottomed here. And this is, to me, you could say whatever you want and call me nuts, but this is where Bitcoin is right now. Watch, we'll juxtapose the charts. Check it out. We'll do the double view. And I'm going to give you a little view of what I see happening here. A view that you'll never get anywhere else on the internet. Because, you know, the other day I was watching, like, Carl the Moon, and then I was watching Crypto, and then I was watching another guy, and you know what? They all said the same thing. And not to say I didn't say that same thing. They showed support and resistance. They did a measured move of a triangle, and they said this is, you know, and they said this is their prediction. My Bitcoin went right to my last prediction. I'm hating. I love that guy. They're actually really nice guys, and I love them. But to the common person, it's like, wow, he made an amazing prediction. And to me, it's like, oh, he read the chart, you know, like exactly like I read the chart, and basically made the same forecast. So I'm trying to be a little different here. So you could see, look, here's your upward movement. Here's your upward movement. Or even here. Then you had the spike down, double hill. Maybe over here. They're not exact. I can't say they're exact. But what I do see is when we come down, we did like a double bottom here. And to me, it's similar, you know? Like we have two hills that are the same. This is just more of a jagged downward area. This came down further. But now, look, we have like a double bottom here. Double bottom here. Just something to think. I'm not saying it's any of these are guaranteed. It's just interesting. And then, look, we boom up to the top of the pattern and eventually would break out. Now, I got to tell you, we're going to do a deep dive on AAVE, but I'm going to tell you, man, AAVE is on a mission to $1,000 a coin faster than I ever realized. It's starting to surprise me now at $100.40. I can't believe what AAVE is doing, and I'm super happy that I chose to catch a bag of AAVE. So I think it's one of the biggest winners today. It's one of the biggest winners overall over time. If you just keep looking at AAVE, there wasn't a month that didn't go up. Look, go back in the last 6 months. Watch AAVE. Even when we got fleeced, it probably only went back down to like 67 or something. I mean, it was one of the strongest holding coins of all time. And now it's continuing to be hard, while the rest of the market seems to be in indecision. People are not indecision about how much AAVE they want. They're buying it up, and they're buying it up fast. Being from Boston, the 33 is Larry, isn't it? Honestly, it's weird. It could be subconsciously. I watched some guys trading volume on the 1 minute yesterday. They were insanely accurate. I won't show their page here unless you were curious. Yeah, for sure. Definitely Jody Nonnelly. Shout out to everyone who came here on the early tip. Jose Pedro, my dude. Jody Nonnelly, Eddie DC, Hadouken AM, Trading Intuition, my man. Joe, Red Dog, my man. Big Irish. Shout out to my group. Shout out to everyone here. 20 people watching. 5 likes. That's not going to cut it as a lifer, guys. Come on now. Lifers, hit that like button because that's the blood life of the channel. So check it out. Let's get back into Bitcoin real quick. But just something to see, like AAVE blasted off the bottom of the channel there. So I'm just saying it happens. It happens. I'm not saying we're guaranteed for any of this nonsense. I'm just showing you some insight throughout the market that you may or may not have seen, or that someone's also not discussing. So, Bitcoin in the giant megaphone. To me, the last time it did this, also, this is a fractal of this. These are the same pattern of and on themselves. We have up, down, up, down, up, sideways action, spike down, pump up, pretty close to a double bottom, and we move to the top. We have up, to the side, spike down, double bottom, to the side, and we move to the top. So these would be actually fractals of each other. They look identical as well. We have the same thing here. Up, little sideways action down, and we go up. Fractal. We have it here too. Up, little sideways action down, and we go up. So, to me, and the higher high always ends up higher than the last one. So, I'm making a prediction here now for Bitcoin to go to $47,600. And I'm going to stay here. And I'm going to say as long as we hold this trend line right here, stream is bugging out again, right? I just got into crypto at the beginning of the dump. What the hell, man? I'm just getting scared. Don't be scared, man. Rakan, yo, you got into a great time, man. You should buy everything you can on the lows. On the lows. Honestly, don't do anything I tell you. This isn't financial advice. I would buy everything I can, honestly. You have to do your own due diligence, and I have no idea what your risk tolerance is. I don't know where you are. So, but me personally, as the crypto lifer, I would buy everything. Yeah, the stream is weird, right? Something's going on. I don't know what it is with the internet. Dang, man. I don't know what it is. Ever since I started doing something new, I got like a whole new system and got all this new widget stuff. Maybe it's something to do with the widgets and the connections to the widgets. I don't know. All right, we got 20 people watching. We're rocking. All right. So I see Bitcoin going back up to 47,000. All we have to do is hold this trend line, which is pretty simple. And we have a higher low now. We just need to make a higher high. Really important we make a higher high here at this level at 36,580. I caught the bottom of SCRT. Can you do that TA on that? Yeah, at one point we will. At one point. We just got to do the honors, you know? You know what we do every day. Because what I do is going to help anything that you're in, really, at the end of the day, or see how extended you can get in that move, possibly. So we're going to zoom into the 1 hour now. We're going to take a deep look at it. So I'm still stuck on the head and shoulders pattern. So if you're new here, we study pattern trading. There's specific patterns that are really important. Rakan, speaking to you too, man. So the more you know, today's a great day for you to learn. Instead of being scared, just take a breather. Take a breather and learn. Learn a little bit. These patterns are called head and shoulder patterns. You know, we could even kind of skip this in there, but it's a double shoulder. But look, that's almost turning into a head and shoulder. You could say this is a shoulder, head, turning into a right shoulder. Anyway, that's a bullish pattern to me. It's starting to show consolidation. We are seeing some resistance at the 200-day moving average, but we're about to have the 50 cross the 200 on the 1 hour if it can pop, and that would be a golden cross. So, we're just looking at the facts here, and I'm not making up any of this stuff. I'm showing you guys the bullish sentiment. Okay, see this pattern here too? Could be a bullish pattern, could be a bearish pennant, could be a falling wedge though, which from the bottom still breaks up to the top. And look, that would put it, the measured move, back to an all-time high at 42,300 about. 42,000 even, yeah, 331. So, boom. So I'm still bullish on Bitcoin. It has made a higher high from this high. It did not break this higher high now. I mean, this lower low. See, this is the low low. How did you learn patterns and everything about trading? Your boy needs knowledge, the knowledge over here. I'll teach it to you, man. I do tutoring. If you'd ever want to be tutored, I do tutoring, and it's not that expensive, $100 an hour. I'll sit with you and we'll spend, your first session we'll go double, and, so it's basically $100 for 2 hours, and I will sit with you, and I will give you, I'll basically connect you to a spreadsheet that I have that shows you an entire plan. I show you how to do proper risk management, which will show you where to put your stop loss and why, how much to risk of your portfolio and why, consulting, what coins you should be in, how to get into those coins, when to buy those coins, the reason why you should buy coins at certain times, stuff of that nature. Like, for instance, a lot of people can lose a lot of money, right? You don't want to lose a lot of money in crypto. So what you want to do is you want to buy things in increments. Unless you're going to be a day trader, which obviously you're not because you're beginning, you're going to want to buy things in increments to beat the market, to beat the big guys. And what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to make certain buys at certain times and do what's called dollar cost averaging. The dollar cost averaging is going to basically help you. That's how you can beat the institutions, in my opinion. Trying to trade against them is nearly impossible. A lot of times they'll keep I've seen this now. They kept consolidation in a coin. Then they brought it to almost its lowest point. So you could have been holding it for weeks, months even. And then they brought it to its lowest point, and boom. Shout out to Jesse B up on the track. So look, we see Bitcoin consolidating in an inverse head and shoulders inside of this pattern. Also, hold on. I'm going to dig up a pattern for you in a second too. Let me get this going here. Hope you got your morning coffee, got your tea. Or if you're home from work and it's in the evening, I don't know where you guys are in the world, but wherever you are, I hope you're having a wonderful time. And I hope you're tuning in and enjoying the live stream. Right now, I'm just digging up something for you guys. So if you give me a half a second, I'm digging up a chart for something that he asked for. I just like to show it and give him some insight as to what is going on here. This is a pattern chart that I'm going to be showing you guys. I want you to understand. If some people know it, I understand that, and I apologize if it's redundant, but some people don't, and it's all about the new guy here. It's all about the beginners. We got to show them what's going on. So here we have a chart right here, and these are the patterns that I'm playing a lot. All right, my man. These are the patterns right here. I'm traveling to Lanzarote. So look, inverse head and shoulders. You have a low, a lower low, and then a low that's similar to the low on the left or the right. They don't have to match. They just have to similarly make a head and shoulder pattern, similar to a person's head and shoulder. Right now, Bitcoin is in this bearish pattern right here. See this bearish pattern? It's in a bear pennant. We can clearly see that it's in a bear pennant, right? Looks very similar to a bear pennant. Could we call it a falling wedge? There's a chance. There's a chance it's in a falling wedge, but it looks a lot more like a bear pennant, doesn't it? Because we have higher lows with lower highs, see? Higher lows with lower highs. And that's how you can kind of tell we're in a bearish pennant. But the good thing about Bitcoin, we could also be in a descending triangle. Are we really? Nah. To me, no. No, that would have to be a higher pitch top, which we could use with this, actually, if we do something like this. It could be in a descending triangle now if we raise that a little bit. Still kind of looks more like a bear pennant to me, which could possibly break to the downside. So what we'll do is I'm going to give you both scenarios. I do remain bullish due to the inverse head and shoulder because that's a bullish pattern. I don't remain bullish because I want to remain bullish in my emotions. I remain bullish just because simply I have to. If this was a head and shoulder pattern the other way, I would have to remain bearish. Some people say that we have a head and shoulder on a bigger pattern. So we're going to get into that too and see if that is also the case. Okay. But there is our measured move, 26,000, about 500, 26,000. Yeah, 500. If we break out down out of basically the bigger trend line and of what looks like a bear pennant. We are holding a bottom trend line, in my opinion, though, with higher highs. So we'll see what happens. We're doing some chop, and we're getting tight. Bitcoin is going to have to make a move in the next 24 hours. So look for the next 24 hours. And what we can do too is we can just do a bar and pull the bar to here. That would take 18 hours for it to get through the end of this. So it looks like in the next, I'm going to say 8 to 20 hours, Bitcoin is going to make a move up or down. So we can time it. We know the timing. You know, we can kind of clearly see that we're wedging up into this area here. We're going to have to break up or down. Now, we can do my dual pattern theory as well. That works almost in every single thing. I've been doing this new theory, guys. Something that I do. Maybe other people do it. I've never seen it. No one taught it to me. It's just something that I do. And what I do is I create 2 channels. And I have them fight each other out. And whenever one wins, it usually gives me an indication of which way to trade. So if we're in this channel, Bitcoin is clearly just going to rise up to the top of this channel here. That's what people don't see too. You can clearly see this is a possible trend change. You know, here was our downtrend. So then you would have to say, okay, well then are we in this channel? This is really fun, guys, and this works really well because what happens is you tend to you create your own wedge and you decide whether Bitcoin's going to do what you think it's going to do or not, and you can trade on this. And I've been doing it recently, and it's been really, I've been killing futures trades doing this. I almost didn't realize what I was doing. I started doing this, and then I was like, wait, this is like working out really well. I just started doing this like a week or like maybe 3 weeks ago. So 2 patterns, and a lot of times actually I try to make it channels. I try to make it like a channel. So we have this channel and this channel. And right now we're on a line. Now, if we break down, there's a good chance we come back down to the bottom of this channel. And we hit 29K. And if we break to the upside, it looks like we'll go up. And we'll hit the 39K. See that? And now that's another scenario. And that's a pretty cool idea that we can look at. And we can, you know, we can see that Bitcoin is coiling up clearly. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. So that's what everyone's talking about here on the 4 hour. You can see that we have a shoulder, a head, and then a right shoulder. I understand that's not looking good. So odds are we're going to come back down and test this green line at 30,500. We test that, and then I'm going to have to eerily show you the scary target, because that's the head. That would have to come down from the shoulder line, and that puts Bitcoin back at 20K. Now, I'll tell you one thing that looks funny to this, in my opinion. We have a MACD turning up on the 4 hour. We do have high Stokes, though, which override MACD, and I've seen it. So, can we get a push up on the Stokes, though, up here and something like this? Which, as you can see, we were about here before. We put a line, we were right about in this wave. And we still were able to push up that far. So here, we'll take a bars pattern. You guys get what I'm saying here? What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a line. What I'm doing here is I'm doing something a little experimental for you guys. But if you can see this is... So I put a V here, right? Right where the Stoke was hitting the dotted line. And it seems like that was right where the price was here in this flag. Okay? Now if I take my bar pattern and I pull it over there. Bars pattern, and I grab like here to there, you know, just kind of playing games here, but you know, that could take us above into an all-time high. Even this move in the stochastic on the 4 hour. This, see this? What I'm doing is I'm showing you what you can get out of a possible area in the Stokes, which is pretty cool and insightful if you ask me. I mean, that's I just blew myself away. I know it's kind of nuts, but that's a really good thing to see. I want to see, okay, well, I see where you are, Stokes. How much can we get? Check daily. Looks like Stokes are coming down on the daily. That's a good sign. Daily Stoke is almost at the bottom. Patterns are new because this time is a really institutional interest, so caps are going to grow exponentially. Douglas Novak, watching IOST. IOST, man, that's my baby. Let's get into that. If you watch my top 10 video, I hope you guys did. Lulu Ill, going to be 41K in 24 hours, I guess. Wow. It's testing 35K resistance. I think it's bullish, but not in the head and shoulder. Okay. XEM. 29 people watching. Shout out to everyone on the live stream. Really, really appreciate it. Hope it's going well. Hope we're running fast here. 13 likes, though. 29 people watching. Hey, you're not a lifer if you're not hitting that like button. So hit that like button. Let's get it going. Let's get it blasting off. Okay, so we're looking at Bitcoin right now. What we did on the 1 hours, we trapped it into a little bit of a diamond. Now we're seeing how much we can get out of the stochastics. There's a chance we saw this that we could get back up here. So experimental here. And looking at the 4 hour, right? I also see a possibility that we're making a head and shoulder pattern too. I know it's hard to see, but there's a possibility. Look, there's a head. We're making a right shoulder. Do we make kind of a shoulder there even though it's slanted? And honestly, here, look, sometimes the RSI shows you a better pattern. Look at the RSI. Shoulder, head, shoulder. So while everyone's screaming for this giant head and shoulder here, which is possible, and I did show you the measured move, and I did not say it wasn't possible. I didn't say it wasn't possible. But 100% like, show your support. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. But if you look at this too, we're getting the MACD bullish cross. We have room to go up on the Stokes, and we have room to go up on the RSI, on the 4 hour. Let's take a look at the daily. Daily stochastics are turning too, and they're low. That's a beautiful sign. That tells me that we don't have a lot of bearish momentum anymore. We have to remember about the supply shock. We have to remember last month, Grayscale was buying up 3 times more than was mined. That has to linger in your mind. I got you, but the right shoulder is expended. What does that mean? Lulu Ill. I like that. Chilling with Lulu Ill. Makes me want to rap something. Anyway, Bitcoin dominance. Like I said, I think it could break up and go out of this falling wedge, right? That's something that it's possible. And you can see it double bottoming here on the daily and lacking bearish momentum. Starting to make a move here on the RSI too, looking pretty good. So there's a chance that Bitcoin comes back with a vengeance. And that's what dominance is saying. You guys see it? Am I the only one? No, you don't have bad English, man. Shows a resonance sign. This huge dump was bearish divergence drop. Plus, I heard somewhere there was huge money coming into Bitcoin. Me too. I'm just... anyone would be right to say that too, man. It's just funny. I heard somewhere there was big money coming into Bitcoin. Yeah. Right now. No, I'm just, anyway, and so I see bullish signs for the daily on Bitcoin dominance, which I got to be honest, it looks like dominance wants to get back up into those 70 regions. So watch the altcoins. It's in a double bottom, as I'm showing you guys. We went over this yesterday. We're going to go over today. Nothing has really changed. Dominance, double bottom inside of this pennant. Let's hope it gets rejected by the top trend line and dumps. Let's hope. But that daily is in the favor of a bullish sign. You would tell me. Double bottom inside of this pennant. Double bottom on the Stokes down here. You know. So I'm not a soothsayer. All I am is someone just showing you the charts. Bitcoin dominance. A lot of people don't realize how big that is. All right, remember, here was my prediction for the total market cap. Remember, I saw we were in these multiple Vs. So I said, okay, we'll make another big V. Let's see what happens. So far, everything's kind of doing what it looks like the possible prediction could be. This is so fun to see what happens. I published this, I believe, on TradingView, so if you follow me. Hey, newbie, I'm starting to average cost on dips. Am I good, or should I wait for more significant dips to be flowing up and down between 1K? So I've been buying on those dips. Thanks. Arthur, wonderful for you to come into the stream. Thank you for joining. Again, this isn't financial advice. Anything I do or say you really should not do. You should do only what you think is right and do your own research. But what I want to say is what I would do. And what I do is I dollar cost average into Bitcoin. Even right now, I still buy $200 worth of Bitcoin every month. Even now. And I'll probably do it up until Bitcoin is in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'll just still convert whatever fiat. And there's going to be a time where I run out of fiat and I use those credit cards that just live, that are connected to your cryptocurrency account. I really feel like that's where the future is headed. You know what I'm saying? People can do whatever they wish as well. But that's really looks like it's, you know, there's a lot of people who are doing that. There's a lot of people who mined Bitcoin a long time ago, and they have just millions of dollars, and they're not going to convert it back to fiat. So they just get those cards and they live off of them. But here's the total market cap. Right now it is sitting at $925 billion. So sitting at a nice price, man. Sitting at a beautiful price, 26 billion. Oop, I misspoke. A billion coming in there. It looks like a double bottom to me. It also looks like a higher low coming off of support at 805, then bouncing off of 865 area here. And now we're making a move. Let's move my little projection out the way so we can see. But so far, the projection is looking proper. Like it could be something that may or may not play out. If it does play out, it's happened once, twice, 3. It would just be the 4th time. And then we would also have a nasty drop. Yet again, a little past the top of the last spike. So, see, look, up here, this one didn't do it. It dropped here to this support area. This one came and dropped past the spike. So if this one came, it would drop again. So this time we would get all the way up to like 113 trillion, and then we would have a little bit of a drop. This time it would be nice to see 1 trillion zone become support area. There's a shady wick to 5 trillion on the chart. Oh my God, look at that, dude. So like hot. Like, it's so strange, right? Look at that. That just happened out of nowhere, right? Because I didn't see that before. Maybe I thought it was a line I made. That's crazy. I just think it's an algorithmic issue with how it computes. You know, it just something happened, you know. I watched it one time in the 1 minute, and it was like flying up and down like crazy. I was like, oh, wow. Okay, so 287. This one wicked all the way to... Wow, even wicked to... See, that's the thing. It even wicked there on here, and this isn't even close to that. What stinks is if you hit auto now, it ruins the chart because it thinks that's part of the chart. So it like really makes it like, you get it? Auto like ruins the chart because it tries to include that candle. Insane. Like, we obviously can't chart that, guys. Like, that's absolutely ridiculous. But look, the total market cap bounced off of the 246 region. Looks like it's forming new support area too. So when everyone says we think we're going to tank, like, to me, just even with dominance coming up here, this looks pretty interesting to me. You know, we're at support and resistance. We're forming yet another leg up. I like to watch this. If we drop, obviously we come back down, maybe form a double bottom at 263. I'd like us to hold $300 billion, but we're in the high $288 billion region. So total 2 is doing all right. Let's take a look at tether dominance. Look at tether dominance had a wick all the way to nowhere. So everything got a little weird last night in the middle of the night. Something, or even yesterday at like 8 o'clock or something. It looks like 11 last night for my time, or 7 last night. Yeah, that's really strange. Because that's the 4 hours. So there's 12 hours. You know, that was a day, 2 days ago. Shout out to everyone in the live stream. 31 watching, 15 likes. Please hit the like button, man. It becomes currency. It really is. And what happens is you hit the like button. You end up meeting someone that you like because you hit the like button. You send out the frequency of the type of people that like this channel and that like my vibe. And then you join my Telegram group, please, in the description below. To get close to me, you could text me any day, all the time. And if you want to become a lifer and join my Telegram group, which is open to the public, please hit the link below and join the group. Become a lifer and consider yourself one of the beautiful people in my group that wants to progress and become great. If you want to become great, if you love crypto, if you don't want to just come here and lose all your money and then leave, if you want to actually make something of yourself, if you want a support system, a group, if you're brand new and you don't know anything and you need some people to look over your charts to help you learn, please join the Crypto Lifer Trading group in the link below. Good morning. I would really appreciate your thoughts on the Bitcoin ST launch today on Binance, the CST. I have no idea what it is. We'll take a look at that because we're almost done with the complete review of the day. We're going to look at DeFi Perp. This is all of DeFi. And if you can clearly see, DeFi Perp, in my opinion, is in an inverse head and shoulder of some type. Shoulder, head, shoulder. All it needs to do is break this for an all-time high. Also in a bit of a jagged double bottom. It's not perfect, but look at that. And this could easily caress itself all the way back up from a high target there. Boom. Makes a lot of sense that DeFi Perp can get up into this 5 region. This is all of DeFi's, the top DeFi projects kind of all collected together. We take a look at the daily, though. It is a little extended. So remind yourself of that. But it looks like we're starting to flag as well. So we go sideways, reset some oscillators. And then we'll see where this beautiful thing goes. But it's starting to form a big bull flag. And target is up here. DeFi Perp, Dow Jones, still staying in that pocket above 31,000, doing its thing on the daily. Had a lack of bullish momentum on the daily, though. Looks like it's coming down, honestly. Looks like it's going to retrace or go sideways, and we're going sideways here too. So we have to hold this top trend line. If we break back into the pattern, kind of strange. We did break a little bit out of the pattern. You can see we're in a rising wedge here on the Dow Jones. We go back to the 4-hour. Let's see what the pattern looks like. Yeah, we're playing games, playing back into the pattern. We'll see what happens. We're getting really close, though. What will happen is, too, look, the 4 hours extended and the daily's extended. Both are telling me we're going to have a tough week next week on the Dow Jones because it's already Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We'll start this a little bit. And then Monday through Friday of next week, to me, doesn't look too bad. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Please hit the like button. Really would appreciate it if we got up to 33 likes. If we get to 33 likes, what I do is I do a live stream tonight. I extend the live stream to a night stream, and we go over some other stuff. And I show you some secrets. If you're new to trading and you stay in the live stream, I'm going to show you something that's amazing. It's going to show you how to show you when to go long and when to go short. It's an amazing indicator that can really, really help your trading. So let me know. If you hit the like button and we get up there, expect the unexpected. Shout out to you. Shout out to all the new people on the live stream. Live stream's blowing up today. Shout out to Lulu Ill. Shout out to Big Irish, Jesse B, Hadouken, Douglas Nowak, Jose, every single person here. Arthur L. We got Crypto Auction. We got Trade Intuition, Eddie DC. Expect the unexpected. Shout out to all of you. Rakan Bagesh, Jody Nunnally. Haven't seen you in a while, Jody. Nice to see you here again. Hadouken, my man, Red Dog, every single person out here on the live stream, really, really appreciate it. 33 people liking. If we get up to 33 likes, I will go live tonight. I will go live tonight. Shout out to everyone here. Thank you guys so much. Please join the Telegram in the link below. I'll show you the live stream. This is it right here. Here is the link. You would click on this link. It would bring you to my Telegram. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate every one of you. Let's get back in to the business. We're going to look at ETH BTC. A lot of people are like, should I sell my ETH for Bitcoin? And you know what? So far, it would have been a good idea. So far. And I can give you the proof in the pudding. My next video is going to be, should I sell my ETH for Bitcoin? Is ETH going to outproduce Bitcoin? And why? And that is going to be an amazing video. So stay tuned for that. That will be an edited premiere coming out later today. So that's another video. We're going to start spitting out way more content. So look out for that as well. So we're looking at ETH Bitcoin, and it was in a bull flag. It's also in a bit of an inverse head and shoulders. As we flip to the 4-hour, you can see head. But that actually broke out, came back down. Now it's in another little bitty inverse head and shoulder, I thought. And I went to the 1-hour, it looked more pronounced as well. Shoulder, head, double shoulder here. And it looks to me like it's holding really well against Bitcoin, and it already made a big move up and went sideways. To me, ETH is going up towards Bitcoin yet again. That's what the charts are saying. No emotions needed. Just looking at what we're seeing so far, so good. 33% gains coming for ETH BTC if it breaks out of this chart. Now, it could also break down. Now, nothing is guaranteed. It has to hold this bottom trend line right here. See this? You could extend it. It could go even lower like this, but it has to hold this bottom trend line. If it doesn't, it could make a Bart Simpson and come right back down, right? We went over Bitcoin at the beginning of the show, and what we're seeing right now is we have strong support. There is a chance we do break down to 30K. Right now, see, we're inside of this pennant in this middle area here. And right now, we break this bottom trend line. I'm thinking what the chart conveys is that we'll come back down here to 30,200. If we don't, and we stay bullish and we break this top trend line and we begin to crawl, then we go back all the way to 39,000 and continue our trek to my mark up here at 43,000. My prediction is bullish. I'm bullish on Bitcoin due to this inverted head and shoulder. I'm just sticking to the basics here and using that pattern as my savior. And I'm going to say, hey, these break to the upside 68% of the time. I'm going to play that 68% and use that to my advantage with my prediction. Bitcoin to 43,500. And that's what I'm saying in this channel. I think it's going to go up maybe to 40,000. Test this 37,500 region one more time. Come back up. Maybe test it, have a little bit of a dip to 40,000, and then finally make its throw above 40,000 into 43. And then now it will start creating some resistance around the 40K region at this line right here. So this is my projection for Bitcoin. So right now we need to break this line. Literally, like we need to like right now in the next few hours, we need to see if Bitcoin is going to go down to 32,000 area and continue down, or if it's going to break basically 35K is really where we need to break 35K, in my opinion. 34,800, 35K. Even 35, it's funny, it says 35,333 right there, which I can't believe that, but I'm putting it on this. I put it right here on this candle. That was my candle, actually, that I made. So I'll bring it down a little bit. So we need to break. See these candles hitting. That was resistance. One, resistance. So 34,935K. Need to break 35K. Need to break it. Super important that we break 35K. Super important. So we're looking at this on the 15-minute and watching it closely because we got about a couple more hours till we can see. And hopefully we break to the upside. Don't worry. If you bought Bitcoin at 40K, in my opinion, you're fine. I know it sounds like, oh, wow, but you're fine. You're fine. Just don't look at it for 2 months and have a ball and relax. And know that you're not in an asset that's getting printed to zero. You know, you chose Bitcoin is they say it's worth 40K because that's what they say the dollar's worth, but the dollar's worth less than what they say it is. So Bitcoin's even worth more than they say it is. We're comparing it to what it's worth in dollars. Look at the Bitcoin gold chart, man. Look how much Bitcoin's gaining on gold. That's really what you want to look at. That chart will tell you something. BTC versus AU. I want to dig that chart up. So the dollar index is making a little bit of a flag, I have to say. Could it pop all the way back to 91? Would not be good for Bitcoin. Something we do want to watch here in the 15-minute. So it's definitely on my radar now as it bounced back up into this channeled region. So now it's actually forming a new trend on the 15-minute. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. 1 hour is extended. Stokes are pointing down. This is the dollar, the US dollar. But now if we get into the bigger time frames, like the 4 hour, we're looking very bullish on the US dollar. So this is interesting now. Coming up. The daily's extended though. Excellent. So the daily's extended, but it doesn't mean we won't get a little push up. So and the 4 hour really controls the next few days. The daily controls the next week or two. The weekly controls the next month, and that's kind of how it works. You have to extend yourself through these time periods, right? So it also could be forming a head and shoulder pattern here. This could be a head, possibly. Is it making a right shoulder? Is it making a big shoulder here? Is this the shoulder? Is it making a bigger head? We'll see what's going on. But so far, I do see a little bit of bullish signs here for the dollar. We don't want to see it break this level here where it's having some resistance at 90.66. So that's going to be our fight. As long as we don't break this line at 90.66, we'll be okay. We could get rejected and continue our downtrend. You know, it isn't an overall downtrend though. Like it would have to be for it to get to an uptrend, it would have to break the higher high all the way at 94, and I don't see that happening. I really don't. Sad to say, as much as I love this country and I love the U.S. dollar, I don't see the dollar resurrecting itself. Too many people are going to choose gold, silver, or Bitcoin as a better alternative, even the stock market, you know, for the time being. And that's going to hurt the dollar because you don't make any money holding the dollar. Even the average person doesn't want to hold a dollar. So shout out to everyone on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for joining. Really, really appreciate it. If you're new to the live stream, please hit the Telegram in the link below. And please subscribe, man. We should have 40 new subscribers today. Let's jump into it. Share this with a friend. Hit the like button. We get to 33 likes. I go on live tonight. And we end up having another ball of a stream. So let's keep it moving together as we go over it. Now, today we go over tickers now. So if you're new to the stream, now we go over tickers. Okay? And I tell you why I'm all in on crypto. No USD for me. I'll tell you why I'm all in on crypto. Because I studied history and I studied the monetary policy for a long time. And once I understood what the Federal Reserve was doing, our U.S. government creates a bond. They auction off the bond at what's called the open market system to multiple banks throughout the world. No lie. The biggest banks, the IMF, all these banks, they actually auction our debt off, our U.S. debt. Someone ends up winning the auction and buying the bond. Now remember, bond comes from the word bondage. Now bond is then sent and sold. That bank then takes the bond and sells it to the Federal Reserve, who buys the bond, but they have a zero interest. They have a zero balance. So they actually commit what's called fraud. Really would be fraud for me and you, because if we wrote a check with a zero balance, that would be seriously offensive, right? That would be like saying we had money we didn't have. Now, the Federal Reserve doesn't own any money. People think they do. They print money. They don't have a balance. Like, they don't actually have a balance of money. They print the money. So when they print the money, what happens is they then use that to buy the bond. They've then actually taken however that bond cost, 10 million, whatever it was, and put it right into circulation. So every day, before the bailouts were even happening, you didn't realize there was a bailout happening almost every single day every minute, every second of the day. There was something, and once I learned that, and you can learn that from Mike Maloney, if you go to his channel and go to the Hidden Secrets of Money, shout out to Mike Maloney. He has taught me so much, and that is why I started to buy gold and silver. And once I started buying gold and silver, I learned about Bitcoin in 2015, watched it till 2016, still was really skeptical, and I got in late, probably mid 2017, about April of 2017. And the whole point is why I got into Bitcoin, because a lot of people are into Bitcoin to speculate, to make money. I was literally on a trajectory to save my wealth. I worked so hard for so many years. I did a night shift for 5 years, and I decided, you know what? I don't want my money to go somewhere where they're just going to keep printing it to zero. I said, how do I keep my money mine? How do I save my money to be mine? And I learned that I had to buy assets that were smart, and I had to buy assets that, I had to buy assets that were deflationary, right? That they weren't going to keep printing. And I found out that Bitcoin was going to be an amazing thing. I looked at it really close in 2016, and I said, wow, it's going to have every 4 years. So every 4 years, I'm going to have protection against inflation on my money. There's going to be less of it. There's going to be more demand because people are going to learn what I learned, but it's going to take them longer to figure it out than it took me. So I can get it now, and then everyone else is going to slowly go into the same washing machine of thoughts that I went through. It's just going to take them longer. And there's going to be more millennials who are smarter and are going to be able to figure it out. They're just, they're 12, 13 now. They're not there yet. They're going to be 14, 15. They're going to buy Bitcoin immediately. So this is what I see occurring, and this is why I'm just answering the question, why I'm all in on crypto, no USD for me. And I am 90% invested, actually more, I think 99% invested in cryptocurrency. I'm very similar to that guy you saw on the news, on the videos, who says, you know, I sold everything and me and my family, like, you know, and I have a family, I have kids and everything, and I am 99% invested in cryptocurrency. So, and a lot of people would tell you that is very risky. Don't do what I do. Again, please, just look at me as if I'm like, this is a documentary, Crypto Lifer. You're watching the life of someone who lives crypto 110%. And that's basically my entire life, and that's what we do, and that's what the show is about. So now let me get your tickers. Let me know where you're going. I like to go over people's tickers. I like, some people post charts in the Telegram group. We go over the charts as well, and this is where we get interactive with the group. And right now we're going to get into one of the first charts on the Telegram group, and this is why it's amazing to join the Telegram group. I'll go over your chart right here live. Okay, so check it out. We're going over Joe's chart right now. This is Intuition's chart, and he has an XLM chart, and he believes XLM is looking bullish in a bull flag and could break out of this falling wedge that it's in. Interesting. Up for 27% gains to the target at 37, and he even has a higher target there, above 50 possibility. We do see a lack of bullish momentum, but we are pushing up, and we did just come out of some bearish double bottom area here. And he's using the 4-hour, which is also great, and he used a perfect measured move to give himself that possibility up to 5. I like to see that. I like to see what he's talking about. He's talking about XLM. Now, if you don't know what XLM is, that is Stellar Lumens. Let's go take a look at Stellar. This is the time. So let me just break you guys into the show. If you're new to the show and you want to know exactly how the show goes, how the show moves, it moves in a few sections. The first thing we do is we go over Bitcoin. The second thing we do is we go over Bitcoin dominance. Then we go over total and total 2. Those are basically the entire market cap with just the cryptos and the entire market cap of Bitcoin by itself. And that basically gives us an overview. Once we've looked at Bitcoin dominance, which is how much Bitcoin takes up of the entire market cap, you want to see that, because if Bitcoin dominance is rising, it's going to take away from any altcoin position you're in. If Bitcoin is dropping, it's gonna help, hopefully, or just going sideways really, or dropping, it's gonna help your altcoin positions. Right now, altcoins are holding pretty good against Bitcoin. An amazing thing to see. Wow, so AAVE gave it all up, hit 140, dropped all the way back down on the 4-hour, did a double bottom here. Interesting. AAVE back at 129, but look, it's still looking bullish on the 4-hour, about to have a cross and double bottoming here. So watch out for AAVE hitting my exact target on the way. My target is 168 out of this bull pennant. There was our area to buy, 110. Another area here at 104. Where I like to always accumulate is here on the bottom of these trend lines. I buy bottom trend lines when I make a bull pennant. It's very simple. You put a stop loss very close. Sometimes it hits 68% of the time. These patterns break to the upside. So now I'm thinking AAVE. Oh, actually, this is Apple. So sorry. I was about to say, I was like, AAVE is 130. I'm like, it was just at 140. I'm like, what's going on? This is Apple. My bad. Apple, man. So look at Apple. But Apple, look. This is our Apple call, and I said it was going to go sideways inside of this, and so far, look, it followed my exact idea. Look at that. I put this up when Apple was just coming into the pennant and getting rejected. I actually put these two lines up when Apple was up in here and said, I think it's just going to form. It's going to have to go sideways, because I knew it was going to drop, because I'm bullish on it, and it's breaking out of a bull pennant, but it's a very large cap. So I decided, hey, during the bull period, during the bear market of the 4-hour, it's going to go sideways. So we're still watching Apple, and I still have my target up here at 162. So sorry, it's like I never did Apple, man. AAVE, when Bitcoin makes a break, it's to feed the others. It helps stabilize the altcoins. This is true. So look at AAVE. AAVE versus Bitcoin is moving up too. You can see it broke out of this falling wedge that it was in. And now it's consolidating, and you can see it's in a giant pennant here. Look at it. Look at that. And it just broke resistance. So this tells you, in my opinion, this is the new leader of the altcoins. It's AAVE. It's been the leader for months. Back in August, it was one of the first ones to lead the charge. It was one of the first ones to bounce back from a horrible bounce back. This has been such a winner, AAVE. So please, guys, if we get to 33 likes, I will go live tonight. Thank you so much. I bet people were like, oh yeah. Anyway, so check it out. AAVE just breaking resistance here. And if we look at the USDT pair, AAVE, because the reason why I got confused, honestly, because they were the same price. Apple was 130, AAVE is 138. So when I looked at it quickly and this was covered, I saw A in USD. So it was a human error, you know. Anyway, we take a look at AAVE. Talked about it earlier as we compared it to a Bitcoin, but I want to show you too is that what it did is it did an inverted head and shoulder and it broke to the upside. Now it's breaking out of this beautiful wedge that had formed a long time ago. A giant head and shoulder there too. Look, shoulder, big head, shoulder. So that has a huge target to come out. Really, 156, but I'm going to hold it to it all the way to get into the 170 region. AAVE, it is getting extended on the 4 hour. We'll take a look at it on the daily. The daily also getting extended. I think it can go sideways here, form somewhat of a bull flag. We'll see what happens with AAVE, but right now, one of the most bullish coins in the entire market, continuing to go on a tear from this low at about 72, 67, 80 area. This is where, see the circle? This is where I kept saying we should be accumulating. And honestly, it was a bull flag too. You see this bull flag I have? And a double bottom as well. So you buy the right shoulder of that double bottom. This is where I was saying to accumulate to my Telegram group. This is where we were talking about it. This is really the hot. I mean, it was AAVE, man. It was AAVE. Anyway, another coin that I'm really hot on right now is SNX. Reminds me, Maker. Bitcoin makes a break to feed the others. Yeah. So right now, guys, let me know about your tickers. We got 35 people watching. Let me know what tickers you want me to go over. If there's something you want me to check out, let's go over it. Let's look at it. Like I like to go over Atom. Atom is a coin I've been trading for months on and off. One of my favorite coins to trade. Atom. Let's take a look at Atom. Now, Atom making some funny pattern, really, if you see it. Like, it's just up and down, up and down. But what's good about it is it's a new channel. And it is deciding to make a new, like a new trend line. As you can see, it's bouncing off of this trend line. To everyone who new here, I'll show you exactly how we build a story for something. Now, wow, actually, look at this. I just saw something in Atom. Zooming out, zoom out, when in doubt, zoom out, right? And it's really true. Now, we have support and resistance lines for Atom. They can be messy, they look annoying, but they're so important to use because they show you where the price really, look, price got rejected, bounce, bounce. And that was a support and resistance flip for Atom. And then you get to the all-time high there at 890. Atom not that far away from price discovery. One thing I do see, look, that huge double bottom that played out. And it's funny, man, how these double bottoms, how you get the target is you take the neckline, the head to, basically you bring the middle of the W to the points of the W. And then you bring it to the middle. And that should always give you your target. You line it up with the highest point on the W. So you put a line on the W like this, and you bring this line up to it. And it's insane. Look where the price hit exactly that area. Like, to the T was exactly it. And I'm telling you, man, these algorithms they're insane when it comes to crypto. Like, they hit to the point of, like, it's insane how well they hit. Anyway, so just kind of giving you a lesson on how to find a measured move of a double bottom while we're going over this stuff. So check it out. We have a curve here, and this is called a cup. And this is a handle. And this is what's called a cup and handle. All right, my friends. Bit of a strange handle, in my opinion, but it is a handle. So cup and handle for Atom. Now, let me show you. You take the top here of the bowl, and you draw your line down to the bottom of the price. And you bring that usually angled up straight, and that gives me a target for Atom at 11. So there you go, man. Set in stone. I mean, and that double bottom tells you something too as well. That was like, okay, we're moving on to a new area. And a lot of times that double bottom top W becomes, that region becomes very strong support. And it's based off of the strength of the double bottom. You know, it's like people weren't going to let the price go down that much lower. So we have a region of very strong support for Atom right around here. And you can see that it's been utilized very well. Now the daily is resetting on the stochastic as well. So this is a really good sign. So Atom, nice pick coming in. Gold, silver, FCX, BG, Solo, SGMO. A lot of governments in Europe are interested on ADA. ADA, man, yeah, 50% gainer yesterday. I caught 30%. SCRT, let's take a look at SCRT. Secret network, man. Okay, take a look at SCRT, the secret network. Now, what do I see for that, guys? Also, I see that inside of a cup and handle. Isn't that interesting? Very, very interesting. Shout out to Mo on the stream. Shout out to all the newcomers on the stream. We hit the most streamers ever a second ago. 44 streamers at once. That was the most. So unbelievable that today we're rocking out. Really, really appreciate the support. But check it out. Cup and handle for SCRT. Looks like it came up, retested the bottom. We are on the daily, and we just had a cross. So this thing, the secret network, interesting, very interesting. Thanks for bringing this to the table at 80 cents on Binance. The secret network in a cup and handle as well. This tells me that alt season is brewing. You see the cup and handle on Atom. You see the cup and handle on SCST. Again, we take this neckline, which is about here. You take where like the two... You take where you can kind of understand where a bull would be, you know, and you take this diagonal area, you pull it off, and this gives you a pretty good target of where we could go. We came pretty dang close already, which is 96, came back down. Now you're looking at support and resistance. Really got to go maybe to a smaller time frame so we can get a little more, yeah. But wow, look how beautiful that pennant is. We didn't even make it on the 4 hour, but now when you see it on the 4 hour, wow. We broke out, we came back down into the pattern, but we broke out yet again and continued the upward momentum. You could see there's a lot of buy pressure for this secret network. Wow. And look, it's in temporary all-time high because the only time it was ever this high is that first sell-off that we ever had. So it will hit all-time highs up here at 126. This has not been on my radar. I knew about it here and there. I don't really know what it does. I haven't read about it. The secret network. We'll add this at the end of the stream. What I like to do now is I'll go to CoinMarketCap, and at the end of the stream, we'll do not a deep dive. Look at the okay. We'll do a deep dive. You can earn on this program too, which is pretty cool. But we'll do a deep dive into secret CRCT. We won't do a deep dive. We'll do a 10-minute read on, and we'll figure out what it really is. So if you want to know what the secret network is, and I'll give you the details real quick. Stay close. Do you have access on tokens like Panda Token? Best, it made my year. Take a look. Never heard of Panda Token in my life. Let's take a look at it. Panda Token. We'll probably have to go to CoinGecko for that. Let's take a look. I have access to basically any coin on the market. I don't think the lifers ever say we can't get to a coin. At least me, right? Panda Coin. Are you talking about Panda Coin? Panda Coin. This thing is horrible. Who is this saying this? Lulu, did you... I don't know, man. Look, it has no markets. It's on no exchanges. Look at it. Come on, man. Let's get real. We're talking about Maha DAO. We're talking about Duck DAO Dime, right? These are big coins, you know, up 25%, up in the last 14 days, in the last 30 days. This thing started down 90 days ago. I don't know why they don't have the 90 days, but this thing is ripping, absolutely ripping. It was down here at 252. It went all the way to 17. Its market cap is only 7 million. I'm staking it for their Arthur token, which is like an amazing asset that continues to basically gain its own perpetual value. It's pretty interesting. If you want to research MahaDAO, really insightful project. Your first non-depreciating currency, introducing the ARTH coin, a new kind of money that maintains its buying power irrespective of which direction the market moves. Again, this is all just information I'm giving you guys for entertainment purposes only. Do not do any type of investing on anything you see here on the channel. This is all for entertainment. All for entertainment. MA is a governance token that empowers the token holders to vote on safety rates, stability fees, direction, strategy in the future. But look at this ARTH token. It's this ARTH. It's a decentralized algorithmic currency that aims to fight depreciation. Irrespective of which directive the market moves, coin holders will never lose their buying power. ARTH gives you financial freedom with no volatility, as its values stable currency that you control. It means wealth creation, one of the foremost goals of human life. Someone will be like, wait, this sounds like you know what I'm saying. I don't want to say it, but it's everything money should be and more. ARTH is designed to fight depreciation of wealth and helps you pay less for more. Your purchasing power increases as you preserve ARTH. No matter the function in the fluctuation in the market, the value of your money never drops. Maha is the governance and utility token that powers ARTH. The protocol behind ARTH illuminates the users to shatter the illusion between real and nominal value of money by combining inflation. Compatible with major DeFi projects, you can farm, stake, lend, borrow, or save ARTH. ARTH, man, it's going to be cross-border transactions. Deployed on layer 2 offers transaction speeds of less than 3 seconds to cross the border from your wallet to another across the globe. The very near future version of ARTH shall be a cross-chain solution that brings the power of value coin to other blockchains like Ethereum and more. Cross-chain liquidity. ARTH is compatible with tokens and currencies from other blockchains to create a massive liquidity pool across the chains. You can stake, lend, borrow, trade ARTH across chains. Coming soon. Lead the revolution. I think this is going to be pretty good. They partnered with Moonwalk, Amsden Capital, Magnus Capital, Block Edge Capital, Net Zero, Block Dragon. Okay. Interesting. We'll rewatch the stream when I land. Flying to Lanzarote. Look into Zem. It's had a snapshot and airdrop today. I like the ecosystem. For sure, man. For sure. Secret. Already moving off that 80 move. We'll take a look at Secret now on the 1 hour. Forming a bit of a funny flag here. Okay. 36 people watching, 30. If we get 33 likes, I will go live tonight. And look out for the video later on today. And if you stay tuned, I'm going to give you an amazing trend watch trick for all you guys out there that want to see something that kind of clears your mind, help you understand when something is going to go long or go short. Just a nice idea to see. Let's take a look at gold. Let's take a look at silver. I like gold and silver. Please don't be bored by those if you're a crypto guy, because they're important. To see where they are really will help you understand even your crypto funds and will make you an overall good trader. I think any trader should be going over gold and silver. I just think it's part of the regiment. It's kind of like, paying it forward to the people before you. Now, look at gold and silver. I had it in gold in this pennant, and I had a target for gold at 1962. Insane. Look, gold went to 1958, right below my target. But then we got what's called a whipsaw pattern. Do you see that? And that also is what's called a diamond pattern. Now, diamond patterns, let me tell you something about them. If they come in from the bottom, they go out from the bottom. So, you can see here, this was a diamond that came in from the bottom. So what happened? It left out the bottom. Very sad, but these patterns are very accurate. When we come in from the top, they go out from the top. When we go in from the bottom, they usually go out from the bottom. They are continuation patterns, and they do really well continuing the pattern. Now, check it out. Insane. I had a bigger target all the way at 2068. Strange that gold got sold off that hard. Is it due to a Bitcoin frenzy? Is it due to a dollar pump? There's two things going on for gold. It's fighting the dollar and it's fighting Bitcoin. I think a lot of people, I myself have been a gold advocate for a long time. And I'm starting to think, should I sell some gold to Bitcoin? You know, I thought about doing it when Bitcoin was around 10,000. I was down here trading, and I said, hey, babe, you know, so my wife just randomly, like I do, I said, I think I should sell some gold for Bitcoin. She said, never sell your gold. That's a horrible idea. But had I done that, right, I would have turned 3 times that money, even now, right now where Bitcoin's at, because 10K, and we would be up a nice little jumpy. And I could have sold some and bought all my gold back and continued to hold Bitcoin as well. So it would have been a very advantageous move. And I actually knew it was the better move. I knew it. I have intuitions, and whether I follow them or not is the struggle in life. Most of those intuitions that I have tend to be true. This is an ascending triangle now, which is forming a new pattern for gold. So even though it does look somewhat like a bull pattern, just want to check the stream, make sure everything is running right. Okay. Gold going to be a safety for the poor and the rich for crypto. Well, also, we have gold stable coins that I think are a good thing to do. Like, you know, every once in a while, I snatch a little bit of a gold stable coin, you know. So here what I see happening for gold. I'm just going to break out of this rising, ascending triangle, get up to about 1891. Might have a little bit of an issue. It also was an upside down Bart Simpson. You can see we can clearly gap up even pretty fast back to 1933, uncannily, on the year that they played around with the, you know, Federal Reserve and all that. Anyway, now that at that point we'll see gold will probably go sideways, have a little bit of a battle, but eventually I'm still calling for gold to break that target here at 1963 and continue its trajectory back all the way up to first 20,069 and then again to my final target till I can make a new projection at 2143. Playing games with gold, but I'm telling you, I think Bitcoin has a little thing to do with it. But look, that inverse head and shoulders did hold. We did bounce here. This is a beautiful retest. Gold just making more exaggerated retest than I'd ever think it would. So it broke down, broke up, came back down, retesting this top trend line, and it's nice to see it form an ascending triangle, which is a bullish pattern that we could see break to the upside. There's talk about silver ever being one-to-one with gold. I don't think we'll see that, but there's talks about it sometimes. Silver holding 25.52 a share, looking just like gold. I mean, they're identical in all forms. I had them both in these pennants. I had them both breaking out, had both measured moves. I even had our first level of resistance, which mine was here, was 27. Silver spilled on over it with a wick into the 27.85 region on its way, but got rejected yet again. That dollar pump really just took a little wind out of the sail for the commodities. 24. I don't know why people would just not hold the commodities, but I guess they have so much money. The fluctuation is easy for them to catch in the morning, and then they're the ones that pump the price up or down of the dollar. So then you're looking at a 24.90.49 bounce, and now we're back up. I believe we're forming a new trajectory as well. This is just kind of like a retest of this area, making sure that this area is strong yet again. You can see we had resistance here. Now we're bouncing off support. So previous resistance right there at 25, we bounced off of it. Let's continue our trajectory. We need a break now this high at 25.95, and silver can continue back up to 27. Is lagging now, though. Is lagging. Taking a lot longer than I thought to get back up to the $36 region, but I'm still calling for a $36 silver. Hopefully by March now. Seems like it's going to take a little longer, but hopefully by mid-March. Plug Power booming all the way to 72, doing something unbelievable. That's insane, what Plug Power did. And you can clearly see, yeah, there was somewhat of a target, but the target was not that high. That's one of the first times I've ever seen the 21-day moving average move in that manner like that. I would definitely take profits for Plug Power at this place, though. Extremely overextended on the 1 hour. Let's take a look at the daily and the 3 hour. Yeah, we're looking extremely overbought on the daily, extremely overbought on the 3 day. Let's take a look at even this, but we haven't curved yet. You do want to see a curve. Bitcoin did this and it continued straight up until it curved. Interesting, to say the least, but I definitely would at least take a nibble of some profits, get my initial back, at least if I was in something that was exploding that high. It's going to 100. Don't sell. They just signed an account with Renault. Stop telling people to sell. I mean, I wouldn't. Honestly, it doesn't matter what they sell or what they do, man. Show me the TA. I'll show you the news. This thing's coming back, and I'm going to show you where it's going to come back to. I'm going to show you right now. Doesn't matter what they sold, man. It's overbought. Like, it's extremely overbought. It's overvalued. People that knew that they were going to make the deal already bought it, and they already sold it. People buy the rumor, sell the news. Smart traders have sold this the day before the news came out because they knew about the news before you did. And you have to understand that, man. If you think you know, then you don't know, you know? So check it out. Here's the Fibonacci on this. And I know I sound like a smart aleck, but I'm being honest. And any other trader that knows what I know will tell you the truth. So check it out. It's called buy the rumor, sell the news, and I didn't come up with it. Now we're projected for this to break down because it's overbought, right? So what we're gonna do is see where it breaks down to. A lot of bullish times it will hit the 236, play some games, but I think we can come down to the 382. But there's no saying that we can't hit the 618 and then begin a beautiful head and shoulder pattern and break back out, you know. So here's your levels for plug power. If you wanted to sell the top and get back in, chance it can come all the way back down to 29. That's its like bottom for me. That would be the 618. This is the golden pocket. This is where institutions really like to accumulate. So this is the 0.5 and the 618. A lot of times though in bullish scenarios, it can bounce off the 382 as well. So you could see it bounce off 45. But these are going to be your levels of support and resistance once you're in these high levels. Your last new area, your really strong support is at 37. After that, you're at 28. And even lower right here, you're at 18. So I'm going to stick to this projection. You could tell me what happens in the next few weeks, and we'll see what happens for plug power. Also, if it's extremely bullish, though, what it will do is it'll go just sideways here while it resets on the Stokes. So I'm willing to believe that it could do this or that. So it's either going to do something like this, or it's going to do something like this and bounce off the 618 or one of these three Fibonacci levels. That would be normal scenario for this. So we'll watch this and see what happens for plug power. We'll keep my trajectory. What I can do is look, I can publish this, and you can follow me, and I can say plug projection. And if you follow me on TradingView, this now will be set in stone forever. And we can see what happens, you know. Trend analysis, chart patterns. You know, a little bit beyond. Tags, plug. Power. And that's a long position. Actually, I'm neutral because I'm not sure where it's going to go. And I published that idea. And that idea will be set in stone now. You can follow me. Yeah, we did look at ETH pretty close, but we could take a look at ETH for you. Would you like the Bitcoin pair, or would you like ETH BTC? Because we looked at ETH BTC, which is a lot pretty interesting. But we'll take a look at ETH USDT. Again, look, just like plug power, Chris, I have a Fibonacci pull on ETH, and look, ETH went to a beautiful high of 1347, got rejected, bounced off the 382 though. So that was our bounce, also in conjunction with the 21-day moving average, which during a bull run, look. Bounce, 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 bounce. Okay. Another thing I could show you about plug power is where it should meet the 21-day moving average. Okay. And again, we're resetting on the daily, but the Stokes are setting up to get lower, which means they usually override an exhausted MACD. MACD is getting a bearish cross, but we're already halfway through the pain here with this pink. Remember, the pain comes in the white part of the green and in the red. So like once we turn white, we become bullish again. So bullish is white and green, or pinkish and green, and then when you're in this white and red, that's the bearish section. So we're already halfway through most of the bearishness here, and we're resetting on the Stokes. They could double bottom, which could extend us to kind of slow down here. Maybe we make a double bottom here on Ethereum, but right now we have strong support bouncing off 900 and coming up into this region, looking really, really good. When we take a look at the fibs here again, forming a bit of a inverted head and shoulder. We go to the 1 hour as well. It's the shoulder, head, right shoulder, right shoulder. So it's in the similar pattern to Bitcoin. We're going to watch what Big Daddy Bitcoin does. Ethereum will obviously follow through, not 110%, but, 70, 60%. It's going to take most of that move that it takes. So YFI, there's a beautiful, there's a call. Let's take a look at YFI and take a look at what we see for YFI. Penn Gaming, as I called, going up to 122. I keep saying my target here for Penn is 122, and it's halfway there now. It's bull flagging on the 1 hour. So Penn Gaming, look, shoulder, head, shoulder, head, shoulder. You can clearly see the inverted head and shoulder there. These are beautiful patterns. It's insane how many times I see the inverted head and shoulder play out. It's insanity. But look at Plug Power, man. It's only a matter of time till it probably goes sideways, though, And I'm not saying you could probably still get it here and still turn profit. I'm not saying you can't, but you might have to just wait a little bit. I'm still bullish on the overall project completely. I'm just giving you the technical analysis. Some people get married to a project, they don't like to see the TA, Let's take a look at YFI. What happens is, though, they'll see it eventually play out and be like, okay. Let's go to the lifer funds. YFI. I could just type them in now at this point. You can just type it in, right? And it should just, if you just start typing. YFI or YFII. Can you do ETH? We did ETH. Okay, YFI. Wrenchy T with the popcorn. Haven't seen you, man. You're late with the popcorn. Just messing around. Okay, so we have YFII, which is, it looks everything looks just like Bitcoin. Inverted head and shoulders with the double right shoulder, which is actually a double bottom. This actually played out, hit the target of the double bottom, is actually starting to move up and making higher lows. So interesting enough, we also see that we had a death cross, but it looks like we're getting the cross right back up. So death cross to golden cross on the 1 hour here on YFI. Yeah, and it's at $31,700. So let's take a look at YFII. Wait, hold on. We have YFI. Okay, so yeah, it's YFI twice. Here's YFII, which is 1700. You thought the Coinbase pump would give it a little more of a bump. Guess it really didn't. Again, same pattern. Everything is in the same pattern as Bitcoin. Head, double right shoulder, double bottom. This one did come up, forming a bit of a pennant. Let's just see the 15-minute to kind of get a scope of what's going on. It's really all eyes on Bitcoin, guys. We go back to my Bitcoin chart, and really, that's going to be the big boy in the room. We got to see what Bitcoin does. Besides AAVE and some other, we're going to talk about SNX as well. Band, one of my favorite coins to play. Love Band. Band making a bigger look at the double bottom on Band on the 15-minute. Band doing its thing. Let's take a look at the daily on Band. Daily doesn't look too good on Band, but is moving down. We have a little more room to go, though. Hopefully it goes more sideways than down. Bouncing off. But look, it bounced off the 618 beautifully. Beautifully. Arthur L, man, I thought you were here at the very beginning. Then you looked at the Bitcoin prediction. My Bitcoin projection is very clear. Look at it on the 15-minute. Okay. We'll hit auto there, get us a clear view. Now, zoom down into it a little bit. We have two patterns for Bitcoin. One is this down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Are we coming back down to the bottom of the pattern? One would say no, since we double bottomed here. You see what I'm saying? So there's some bullish intent. So then I formed a new pattern, and the new pattern was this: up, down, up, down, up, down. We form in this channel. So it's going to pick a channel, and whichever one it picks is the one it's going to remain. It's destiny. And I believe as long as we break above this area and then get above this green line at 35,000, Bitcoin can remain quite bullish. If we don't, and we break this trend line, and we break 33,000 about 800, and we begin to fall to 33,004, 32,005, again, then we have to break this level here at 32,004. If we break that, easily coming back down to 30,000. And if we break that, then we're going to start the trajectory of a bigger pattern that I saw and come all the way back down to about 20,000. You can see we can fall down pretty fast. There's only a few hard levels in this area. One there and one right there. I don't like saying this stuff, honestly. I'm just giving you what the chart says. Just giving you what the chart says. That's my trajectory for Bitcoin. And so far, it's just going sideways, doing its thing. Take a look at the 1 minute to see what it wants to do on a smaller time frame. And to me, it is consolidating. It is consolidating. And it's showing me that it is a bit of that's a head, shoulder, shoulder. It popped. Now it's forming another area. And look, there's a head, shoulder, shoulder. And that should pop. And these little head and shoulders should continue to rise us up into a new channel. So far, I'm staying bullish. Staying bullish. Staying bullish. All right, let's take a look at FCX in Moland. Let's jump over to the Mo Money list. Mo Money with Mo Money, man. And we're going to take a look at... shout out to everyone watching. 33 likes. So I will be live tonight. We got the 33 likes. Thank you guys so much for coming in. 39 people on the live stream. And we are rocking out. Rune popped. Love me some Rune, man. Let's go look at the tickers. Nano on a flag too. Confirm lifer. I will do that. We'll look at Nano on that flag. Eddie DC. Thank you so much. Molly Rowe. We did ETH. I hope you liked it. I think you're right with your Durst pattern. With your first pattern. Thank you so much, Lulu. I appreciate that. Chris Conlon. Shout out to you. Stop telling people to sell plug. Ooh, he's close to getting blocked out there on that chat. Hello, streamer. Can you tell me? Hello, stranger. Can you tell me some suggestions on the DNT token? Adam Sedlak. We will look at the DNT token. You are brand new. I'm going to add it real fast and just take a gander on it. Just because you asked. It is on Coinbase for USDC. We'll take a look at that. Is that what we're talking about? Right? District X. Actually had a pretty big pop the other day. Yeah, look at that thing. Nice little jump. Let's take a look at it on the daily. Let's hit it on auto. Wow, so new coin with some huge movement. Unbelievable movement here. Would have been nice to have caught that pump. What a pump. Looks like a manipulated coin, though. I mean, look at the pump, right? I mean, that looks like almost like, wow. So it went up 250% in a day. In one day. Is coming back down, now going sideways. So either you got caught up in this, either you bought this high and you're holding a bag, or you knew when to sell this, in my opinion. Or you're just like, anyone who's thinking of long-terming into this, isn't it a little sketchy? We'll take a look at this, though. This is all right. This pattern's all right. We had a falling wedge. We broke out of that falling wedge. And now we're forming a bit of a pennant here with another target. Nice thing, you see that the 200-day moving average is really close to the bottom of your pattern. We talk about that almost every day now. It keeps coming up, which is a really interesting thing. Yeah, so far I have to remain bullish on this. Also, we have a bit of a pattern that we just talk about that keeps recurring. This thing is something that looks a little different. You have a head, some, sideways action, possible a little bit of a head and shoulder. Actually, maybe here's a head and shoulder that really already broke to the upside. Now you're forming another smaller one. You go to the 15-minute, you probably still will see one in this pennant, though. It's the month of the head and shoulder. Yeah, look, you got a shoulder, you got a head, you got some right shoulders going. Complex inverted head and shoulder. Soon to break out of the pennant and continue to move. So far, I mean, that is 68% chance to break to the upside. That's what this pattern gives you. So if you play the patterns like I do, you have a 68% chance of that, and you have a 68% chance of this breaking out of a bull flag. So you have double patterns playing in your favor. And, yeah. In my opinion, yeah, 23 cents is the target on the 15-minute. You will have some resistance here at 20 cents at that previous area, but then you're going to be in price discovery. So, wow. Yeah, DNT. There's a little update for you. Am I going to get into it? Is this something I'm going to get into? I feel like I've missed a big pump on that. I have some other bags and other things I'm looking at. So I don't know if this is going to be a call for my channel personally, but it's definitely something that you could play. And yeah, and I may miss the boat on this one. It looks like it's actually going to go up pretty well. We'll see. You can't have every coin just like you can't have every stock. Let's take a look at FCX. FCX doing beautiful. What I see right there is that beautiful flag. Okay, whenever I see a flag like that, also inverted head and shoulder, following a bit of the idea. A bit of a diamond pattern almost as well. Let's take a look at that. But you know what? If it was a diamond pattern, it came in from the top and it left out the top. Hard to see. It's not as easy to make because we have the gap in crypto. But you guys can clearly see that is a diamond pattern that I saw. Look, swing here, swing down, swing down. Yeah, it makes the diamond. And if the diamond comes in from the top, look, it leaves from the top. It's just good to have these patterns actually confirm bullishness throughout the rest of the pattern. Like I see a lot of times when I see them, it's not uncanny for the price to end up in here after the diamond, because the diamond negated any type of bearishness. It was almost like a protection wall for bearishness that was going to occur. Let's take a look at FCX right now on the 15-minute. Resetting, coming down, and I see that it's forming this pattern and actually breaking out with a retest of the top of that trend line. So it broke out of the pattern, V-shaped recovery itself with a huge wick right back into the pattern. Huge buy pressure. You can tell a lot of people just seem to really want this here. Also bouncing off the 200-day moving average in conjunction with that. We see that it's coming up. Let's give you a target here. Your next new target for this, because it's going to be pretty big. Again, don't do anything that we say on the channel. This is all for speculative and for entertainment purposes only. We're just having fun speculating, taking a look at what is possible here. 15% gains out of FCX coming up back to 35 in the temporary short term. Let's take a look at the 1 hour now and kind of give you a bigger idea of where we're headed. MACD is looking really nice, turning up here and getting the blue line, crossing the red line. We are high in the Stokes though. That tells me something that we could go sideways here for a little while longer. We may have to extend this pattern. I'm going to give you two possible scenarios right now, so I'm not set in stone. We may have to extend this pattern and maybe bigger like this, which I think it's possible. And I think we're just going to go sideways for a little longer here. So this is my projection for it. And the only reason I'm saying that is the Stokes. This is possible though. All right, so that's something that I'm seeing here for FCX. Freeport, McMoran. All right, so yeah, FCX, man. Now let's take a look at the one. So the 1 hour wants to reset. Look, it almost had a lack of bullish momentum for some reason, but we just getting across here. We'll see what happens. We are coming off the MACD, which is beautiful, you know, but that Stoke is pointing down, which just tells me that, you know, we're probably going to go sideways. That's usually what I see when I see the Stokes pointing down like that. 4 hours resetting, as you can see too, and is just getting what is possibly a bearish cross. But look, hasn't had the cross yet, but we're attempting the bearish cross, and this is a lagging indicator, remember. So things go back down first, then this crosses. We are coming lower on the Stokes, but the Stokes usually come down the dotted line. So we have a little more. This tells me that we're going to come back down to the low, maybe at 29. I'm not very bearish at all. I think it's actually bullish. We're just consolidating. We're going to go sideways or slightly in a downtrend, slight downtrend, which is more of a bull flag, bull pennant, honestly. Still very bullish on this. No reason to ever actually fret. It still looks good to me. If I look at the daily, I bet the daily looks pretty nice. We're a little overbought on the daily. That does worry me too. But you know what? I just think all of these oscillators, the 4 hour, the 1 hour, they're all going to reset sideways. We did hit a high. Okay. I don't think we're going to pop over 31 anytime soon. We're going to go sideways. The low, 29, 28 on a wick at the very least. And then the charts are telling me this will continue. on its trajectory. So yeah, till we hit the target here at about 35 and then 39. FCX. Let's take a look at what we got going on here. Now we look at BG, Solo, and SGMO. Let's take a look at Solo. Oh wow, so we made a call on Solo, and look what happened. It did we were here, right? We were right here. I said this is a double bottom, guys. It's in a wedge. I made a call on it on the channel. I said this looks really, really good. I said an entry right around the 7 area, even right here in this area. Wish I could find exactly where we made the call, but it's in one of the live streams, and we made the call. Unbelievable. So it's another call on the channel. Look, this is where I said it was possible it could go to 914, and it went all the way to 899. I was pretty damn close with the target there, and we're not done. I truly believe we're not done yet. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. Yeah, we hit our trajectory, came back, got double wicked up. We're gonna have to just have a little touch or a kiss on this 21-day moving average, like we always do. It's the same old story. So look for this to form somewhat of a pennant like this, go sideways, and then continue its trajectory up. Actually, 835. In my opinion, if I was trading this, possibly placed to actually accumulate a little more. We'll take a look though. The 1 hour does want to reset, so I'd wait for that to happen. What I would do is I would put alert down here, and when the alert went off, that would tell me the Stokes are down here, and that's when I would look at the price to possibly accumulate again. I'd look at the 4 hour as well and do the same thing. Put an alert down here on the 4 hour. When the 4 hour resets on the Stokes, tells me that's a great place to reaccumulate, especially if the daily's in our favor, which it looks like it's possibly, because we haven't really had a bearish cross yet. Stokes are high on all time frames though, so this looks like it's going to want to cool off. Had such a big run up in that day, so look for it to go sideways. This is very similar to plug, very similar to what we just went over, FCX as well. Okay, SGMO, man, my baby. How you doing, sweetheart? So SGMO, she's doing good. I am worried that this is a possible head and shoulder pattern, right? I do have a trajectory though saying that we could break the top of this pattern. Let's go here, something like this. We could be making this megaphone, and we could just continue to climb up a little more. We did give you the Fibonacci retracement on this, which was very healthy off the 382. We could come back down to the 0.5 though, and that would be completely healthy, and we could bounce off the 618, and there would be nothing wrong with that. It would freak out a newbie trader who doesn't understand price action, but anyone who's traded for more than 5 to 7 years, they would say, oh yeah, the 0.6 Fibonacci retracement, like that's like putting sugar in your coffee, like of course. So there's a chance that we do come and bounce back to 12. I'm not saying it's a guarantee. I just got to say we got to hold the 382 level, which is at about, which we did. I mean, we bounced off of it, 1540, and we're already back to 1614. I remain bullish on the trajectory of this. I feel like it's forming this bit of a bull pennant, and I almost kind of see a double bottom forming here. Like this, look. Sorry, I swung that out too long. But see this? And that would be a trajectory up, back up to this fib at 19, and then we could break out and get to new all-time highs. So for GMO, everything looking nice. Look, resetting on the 4 hour would get a double bottom on the Stokes, double bottom on the price, double bottom on the RSI, and somewhat of a double bottom here on this. Now we look for some divergence. Let's look for some divergence in the 15-minute. We have divergence in the 15-minute. I think we're in business, and we do have it. Look at that. If you're new, guys, and you're not sure what divergence is, you want to take the price. And if you take price, swing low to swing low, and that's a downward trajectory. But then you take an oscillator, and you can swing up in it, which is here. And it becomes an upward trajectory, as you can clearly see even if we zoom in here. And you can see that's an upward trajectory. That is bullish divergence. You can see it did play out, and it pushed us up. And it also, what it tells me is a lot of times we see it at the bottom of a trend line, and it respects the trend line. Here we see a very large one. Look, swing down to swing down, which is very, very apparent. And then if we were to take it here, it swings up. And that tells you that the price will go to the upside. And look what happened. the price went to the upside. See that? And how you know that was going to happen? It was based off of what's called bullish divergence right here that you established from these swing lows to the swing lows. So we see it again right here. Price to go to the upside is probably, you know, similar trajectory like we saw there. So these are things that expert traders, you know, professional traders see that the amateur trader does not. They pass off these things. They're unable to recognize them. They don't know where to find them. They don't know how to find them. No one has taught them these things. If you would like to be taught this type of trading, please hit us up in the Telegram group. And oh yeah, Dot is amazing. What is this? What is this? What is this? Jesus. Next thing I know, I'll get booted for something I didn't even want on. Okay, check it out. Sorry about that. Shout out to everybody watching. 37 people watching. Love y'all. Price will come down on Dot. Dot is always a good buy. It'll blow up soon in 2 months. Arthur L. Rune popped. Yeah. 1 inch moving. Let's take a... hold on. I want to finish every ticker he asked for there. Solo, SGMO, BG, AMC. Here's his BG up in here. BG looking great. Look at that. Alt T. I got to remember. Alt T. Yeah, BG in that beautiful falling wedge pennant, you know. That's actually going to have a large target because it had such a big pull. Wow, BG, man. What is this thing? Bunge Limited? Hey, I don't even need to know the fundamentals. This thing looks hot to trot. It is a little, let's see on the 4 hour. Ooh. So 4 hour was going to have a bearish cross, but it didn't. You see this? The flip up? I call this the flip up. This is a huge thing. Whenever we're about to do that and we flip up, usually we get more on the MACD. So, and we have room to go up here on the here, and we have a lot of room here. That tells me that we could even possibly get up to 76. So target in soon. Everything looks beautiful here on these as well. Take a look at the daily. Daily just had a cross and also is doing a little bit of the flip action and has some room to go up in here, which can take us up. You'd be surprised how much room you can get up out of the Stokes up in here. So very bullish on this. Really good call if you're in this. I see really no bearishness on BG at the moment. Bunge. This thing looks hot. Whoever led you to this stock was a smart man. However you figured out how to get to this stock, it was a good pick, and it looks like it's ready to rock. At 76, it looks like it will consolidate. We're not exactly sure what will happen after that. We'll go from there. AMC beat down in the ground. Yeah, you want to beat a... This is like a sad soldier, right? I think it's a good time, right, to scoop up something that's hurt. I agree with this idea. I already see exactly where you're going. And look, we double bottomed. Clear double bottom. To me, double bottom with a bigger double bottom. So we have this large double bottom here, as you can clearly see, right? Then we have this double bottom forming as well. That is classic trajectory. Also, we just discussed bullish divergence, swing low to swing low. And we have the swing low to swing high here. And then we have the divergence. So, amazing here. Like, that's textbook. That's a textbook buy at 217 for AMC. I have to be honest. Having a bullish cross. Only thing I don't like is that the Stokes are this high. They may want to come down. So it's not perfect settings right now. The Stokes want to actually reset. They do have a little room though. So we could get at least a push back up here. Then the Stokes could reset while we go sideways. We could make a bit of a cup and then a handle as well. Interesting. This is very interesting. This does look like the altcoins that have been beaten down by the Bitcoin pairs. Remember, if you could bowl something, if you can put it in a bowl, if you can round the bottom, that's a bullish pattern. Rounded bottoms are bullish. That means things are starting to kind of even out, right? You can't put a bowl on a falling wedge, right? So once you can bowl a falling wedge, just an idea here for AMC, right? No one's going to the movies. Their business is in the dumps, right? $2, but you know they're gonna get. Life will return. People will eventually go and do things, right? We hope, we pray, and if you believe, if you're an optimist and you believe that life will go, and that's your reality, then why not buy AMC on the low? You know, this is just an idea that someone's given us here on the channel. It's not my personal idea, but yo, I can't not agree with it. And where it is right now at a very, very low price at the very bottom and showing a double bottom in both sections, and the weekly actually is getting low, is about to come down. So it's telling us there's a little more to go, either sideways or down. But when the weekly Stokes get this low and they begin to turn, and when you get a really nice turn here on the weekly, you're also getting a double bottom here on the weekly RSI. When something this low and you have all these signs on the weekly, yeah, I mean, this is a good sign. It's a good sign. Breakout possible. Sasha M or must sell all. I don't know what you're talking about. You got to talk about exactly what you want me to talk about. Like, is it Bitcoin? Is it this? Is it that? Shout out to everyone on the live stream. Shake my heads up. My eyes are stuck. We're getting 35 likes, 38 people. The stream is on its way, man. Unbelievable. If we get to 45 likes. Okay, I was going to give you guys a little treat at the end of this. And I'll do 5 more tickers. Then we're going to get into the news. But what a big day for crypto, huh? A lot of people must need guidance. That's what it is. A lot of people need guidance. They want to come somewhere. And I guess the title today, Bitcoin Live Market Analysis, Bitcoin Price Prediction, why I'm all in on crypto, no USD for me. That must have done it. People like that. Thank you, XFrag3R. You're the man. Thank you for coming into the channel. Really appreciate it. Please hit the Telegram and join the Telegram group. Really, really appreciate it. Wow, the crypto lifestyle, man. That man's the dude. The $5,000 giveaway. I'm going to have to end my stream and jump into his stream right now. Anyway, shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for joining. I have something cool. It's called Trend Watch, and I'm going to show it to you guys right now. I call it Trend Watch. You can call it whatever you want. It's basically the 144 weighted moving average. And it's that simple. This is one of the simplest things you can do. You put that 144 weighted moving average on something, okay? And you kind of move it over. Maybe you could move it over the 4 hour, whatever you'd like. And I could show you on almost anything, any asset. And what happens is, whenever we cross the weighted moving average, there's a high probability, and usually 9 out of 10 times, we go to the upside. Whenever we cross it down, we go down. Whenever we cross it again, we go back up. Whenever we cross it again, we go down. And it's an easy way to just kind of decide where you want to be in a trade. So let's look at AAVE. And what you can do is you can erase all your old work, you know, and just look at this clean. Or you can take the work off with an eye and just look at it here like this. And you can see when AAVE began to cross this line, it was at about 83. And that's where I decided to get in, right here. So I used Trend Watch to my advantage. There's a lot of other noise here if you look at everything else, and there's, you know, and there was other indications. Double bottom here. You can see we were in a channel that I thought we were going to come to the top of the channel. Channels work really well, and they tend to play out. So, but look, and we boomed up, and now we're doing our thing, right? So we can take a look at Bitcoin. We could put this in almost any different coin and really get a look at it. Band, right? So Band now came down to retest this, and look at the retest areas. Usually it's a little bit of chop, but then it's pretty good. So we retested it, but we didn't have any bearish momentum, and now we're back above it. And now look, a little bit of a double bottom for Band. Bottom. Tells me we got some action here, in my opinion. And you could take a look at it on the daily. Let's see. Yeah, and look in the daily, we're just crossing this. And when we cross this on the daily, boom, look at the last time. We went up really high. Came down, and look, we're just crossing this and actually doing a bit of a retest. So that's also interesting to see. We could take a look at the 1 hour. The 1 hour, look, we crossed it. So you could say this would have told you to sell a smaller position. Like if you wanted to be more long term, like more short term, see? And it would have saved you. You would have sold at 917. It would have saved you just this down all the way to 697. Wow. It's funny the lows that you see that you didn't notice. I never knew we went that low, you know. So then we're waiting to get above this. And when we get above this, that will be a nice chance to long. I like it on the 1 hour the most, you know. A BTC consolidating, what do you think will happen in the short term? If you just go and backtrack this video to the very beginning, that's going to give you, oh, I actually took DVR off, huh? Damn. But once this video comes out, you'll be able to go to the back and see what I say for Bitcoin, because it's a nice like 10, 20 minute intro to Bitcoin. And I really go over it like fully, really well. Yo, shout up to Stone One YGM, man, my dude. Now we're gonna get an SNX. SNX is one of the, these are the top coins I think are worth having in the next 2 months, even maybe the whole bull run. But we're gonna talk about the next few months, like up until February, till Valentine's Day. I'm gonna show you what is hot till Valentine's Day. Now SNX, I have a target up here of 18. It did go to 1655. Unbelievable. Was also pumped a little bit by tokenomics. They were putting videos out on YouTube talking about it hitting very, very high trajectory. So I think that had something to do with that, you know. Anytime, Mo, anytime, man. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming on in to the live stream. Really appreciate it. People talking about Solo had a big pop. There it is. Look at the giant inverted head and shoulder for Solo. Look at that. I mean, this is that's like a textbook head and shoulder. It's like the cleanest I've ever seen. Left shoulder. Definitive head. Right shoulder. I mean, if you don't think this thing is going to explode, look at that. Interesting. SOL, Soul. Here with Roger. Solo and AMC are his calls. Yo, shout out to Roger, man. Yeah. Solo nailed it. Just like, you know, I went over it and I confirmed. And then, so it's nice when you have another trader to confirm what your idea is. I find that pleasing, right? And someone that you actually, and what happens after that is Roger now trusts me a little bit. He's like, well, me and his mind, you know, we've never had a conversation, and me and him might trust each other more than I trust someone I've known for years. And because he's just looking at it the way I saw it, and now we understand each other in a way, which is interesting, and I love that about trading. Inverted head and shoulders in the 1 hour coming on SOL. It's beautiful. No other coin looks like this. So this is actually, I've never almost seen it this beautiful. This is insanity, right? How like nice this looks. These patterns break out 68% of the time, and I didn't write that rule. Some old man made it years ago, and they found it to be true. Everyone that trades the market finds these to be true. I don't make any of this stuff up. It's what I was taught by mentors before me, and I will continue to teach what I was taught. So 30% gains coming to 490 out of this inverted head and shoulder pattern for SOL. This is very interesting, to say the least. Above the trend line, doing its thing. So everything bullish, continuing to move. SOL had a huge move. Look at that. Falling wedge, broke down from the rising wedge, created this channel. Bullish divergence, broke up, retested, boom, retested on its way. Are you going to T60? Are you going to be trading SOL? It looks like it. It looks like it. It looks like it looks pretty nice, honestly. Look at it. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. 4 hour, the pattern is still there too. Let me get my oscillators back. Yeah, look, lack of bearish momentum. Stokes kind of deciding to reset a little bit. I think we're just going to have a double top up here. Then we may go sideways a little bit before we pop, though. Says the stochastics, but the pattern is set. Looks pretty nice. And we even have a larger trajectory here. All right, guys, tickers, and then we're going to get into the news. We're gonna go over the secret, like we said. If you're new, we're gonna go over secret coin, so it won't be a secret anymore. Okay. People were talking about 1-inch moving a little bit. I saw 1-inch in a bit of an Apple and Eve double bottom there. To me now, the bull is a little bit more extended than I thought it was, but still doing its thing. You could say this was a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. I feel like that was it. It came back down, so it got rid of that, which was scary. And we'll see what happens now. Possible giant double bottom here, forming a sideways double bottom, but it is moving its way out. Once it breaks above 139, it gets into the 140 region, it can gap back up to this resistance at 162, and then it has to break that, and then it's really just, it'll be free to roam after that. It won't be price discovery, but it won't have a lot of resistance for it to kind of gap up again and then get back to price discovery. 1-inch will be a hot coin. I mean, the exchange is a beautiful thing, and it's something that I think everyone should utilize. And I haven't utilized it as much as I should. I don't think I've ever even used it, actually. I've gone on it and I've dabbled, but I haven't bought anything on 1-inch yet. It wasn't around when I was dabbling enough, so I didn't get a chance to use it as much. And now I'm kind of have a lot of things staking, have a lot of different things that I got on Uniswap. So I'm not saying that ship has sailed, but for the most part right now, I don't have capital to be jumping into Uniswap like I did before. You know, I have it all locked up. Sol was 10 minutes ago. That's funny. This is going to give me a freaking... These people, man. I personally put the... copyright-free music and then end up getting hit with it anyway. Just pointless. You know what I'm saying? Then one thing, my stream gets blocked somewhere. It's frustrating. Bitcoin, man, still struggling in that 35.5 region, but doing its thing. Let's take a look at that 15-minute. Consolidating, guys, which is to me is a good sign. You know, higher on the trend line. This trend line actually needs to be adjusted, in my opinion. It's off, right? So because I made it on a bigger time frame, kind of tossed it in there, but you could see it needs to be a little taller like this, and then it needs to come down a little bit. Yeah, but to me, it's also on a bit of a flag now. See this? So Bitcoin bull flagging, in my opinion, and that is a bull flag, and that has a target to break out. So I'm seeing a bullish pattern here that can get us into the trajectory of the 37,000 region. So far I'm bullish on Bitcoin until it breaks this bottom, this area here, this area right there. Bitcoin startup ramp and expands to US and Canada. Residents of the United States and Canada can now buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDC, and DAI via Ramp's platform. Ramp Network now allows residents of the US and Canada to buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDC, and DAI for fiat money like the US dollars. Other blockchain projects can use Ramp's SDK to help users top up their crypto balances more easily. Over the last 2 months, the company saw a 400% increase in demand for Bitcoin and Ethereum. The London-based blockchain startup Ramp Network has launched its crypto buying service in the United States. This is huge, man. Yet another on-ramp, and they call it Ramp for a reason, right? Unbelievable. Shout out to Ramp for making a new way to get in to crypto. Do they have a website? What's going on? Where is that website? Including Ramp. UK open banking allows for atomic swaps, Ethereum for pound coins. Plucky startup Ramp is ready to take advantage of new rules designed to bring banks into the future. Cryptocurrency and fiat money are a bit like oil and water. They don't mix well. Well, cryptocurrencies and fiat. Whenever they do meet, fees, theft, and crime are often the result. While crime in all its forms is a thorn that won't budge, fees are something many want to remedy, including Polish startup Ramp Network. Interesting, man. The Ramp Network wants to use the facility to allow users to perform atomic swaps, where one cryptocurrency can be swapped directly for another, but with fiat to crypto. Amazing if you could just whoop, 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 whoop. That's the point. Fraudulent COVID-19 vaccines offered on the dark web for up to $1,000 in Bitcoin. Scammers are advertising COVID-19 vaccines on the dark web to dupe people into transferring funds into Bitcoin. This is horrible, guys. Don't do this. Don't do something like that. Former Ripple CTO unable to access 240 million Bitcoin stash. So I read about this, guys. A Bitcoin's unprecedented run has reopened a lot of wounds for early sellers and investors. Some were lucky enough to gain some pizzas, others a few dollars, while some are left with nothing but fairy tale imaginations. The latter best describes the case of former Ripple CTO programmer Stefan Tomas, who has lost access to 7,000 Bitcoins, over worth $231 million. His Bitcoin was stored in a hardware device called the Iron Key after earning them for creating an animated video. Since then, he lost the private keys, and all efforts to remember them have proved futile. Worse still, the hardware device permits only 10 attempts, and he's used 8 of them. I did see there was a tweet sent to him, though, by Andre Stamos, and he said that he would be able to find a way to get it. He said they could use computers, and it would take 6 months, but that for 10% of the stash, which I think is pretty nice, so for $23 million, he'll recover his $231 million. They don't say that here in the article, but pretty insane, right? The Bitcoin network is designed, so Tomas's ordeal is definitely not the first of its kind. In fact, Chain Analysis reports out of 18.5 million Bitcoin in existence, 20%, 20%, guys, 18.5 times 0.2, or divided, right? 18.5 divided by 0.2. 92 million? No, what? 920,000? No, that's not true. Just divided by 5. I'm being like slow right now. Like 3.7. 3.7 million Bitcoins are lost right now. Isn't that insane? I mean, that's Bitcoin wallet Bitcoin wallet maker Ledger woes worsen with rogue Shopify data theft. Bitcoin hardware wallet maker Ledger has recently put on the spotlight on personal financial security after hackers leaked the details of thousands of customers online. Those who sought to protect themselves from criminals instead were pushed into the line of fire. Now the situation for Ledger has gotten worse after an email to customers who was distributed informing them of yet another data security issue, this time involving e-commerce merchant partner Shopify, what the company claims to be 2 rogue employees. Among the first piece of advice to new crypto investors is to never invest more than one can afford to lose or lose sleep over, and to make sure that the private keys to any bought Bitcoin are owned and kept by you personally. The safest way to do this, with added benefit of keeping assets offline and out of reach of what hackers, is to store cryptocurrencies on a cold storage wallet like Ledger and Treasure. Both companies have long been known for creating solid products, and as the crypto market grew, the brand and its growing product lineup attracted thousands of customers. Customers that, when making a purchase, use their private personal information such as name, home address, and phone number, as they always do when buying online. I didn't do that. I'm pretty sure I bought my Ledger like on Amazon, which people say not to, but I'm pretty sure I did, man. Buying the security of digital assets goes beyond the device you store them on. It also requires the strong personal operation and security to ensure important details aren't put at risk to expose hackers. So while any Bitcoin is stored offline and behind a seed phrase, because hackers now have the address where crypto could be stored along with phone numbers that could be used to gain access to SIM cards, Ledger has put their entire customer base at serious risk recently. So Ledger customers' data leak now includes... Damn, stop doing that. According to the Reddit on Twitter, Ledger has begun emailing customers that had their personal data stolen by 2 rogue employees working for e-commerce merchant service provider Shopify. Wow. Interesting. Ledger promises fund insurance as client data leak expands. France-based major crypto hardware wallet Ledger confirmed that Shopify hackers obtained Ledger customer personal information in April and June. Along with forensic firm Orange Cyber Defense, we were able to establish that it affects approximately 292,000 customers. While the database is 93% similar to those exposed in the previous attack, there are approximately 20,000 new customer records, including email, name, and postal addresses, products ordered, and phone number included in the breach. The company said, adding that if you purchase a Ledger product after the end of June 2020, or if you purchase your product outside of Ledger.com, your data was not exposed in these incidents. I'm pretty sure I used Amazon. Thank you. According to them, Shopify claims that this is related to the incident report, September 20. Oof. We continue to work with Shopify, led by the FBI and RCMP. Ledger also reported that the events in the French Republic prosecutor. I thought it said here is giving insurance. Promises funds insurance. I don't really see that anywhere. And interesting. Bull Run boasts hash rate token craze. Binance Hashcoin, BTST, and Poolin tokens selling at inflated rates. So there's a Binance Hashcoin, BTST. Let's take a look at that. BTST. Just trying to get people confused, probably like, what is Bitcoin? BTST. So this is the first I've heard of this. Someone asked me what it was earlier today, and I was unable to answer them. So I was just like, BTCST? Every day, man, they got something new. BTCST. If it's on Binance, it's got to come up fast, right? What's this all about, man? Come on. Oh yeah, I gotta go to charts. Where can I buy new China cryptocurrency yuan? I've never heard of it. Let's find out. If it drops to 33, do you think it'll crash after that? What time for the live stream tonight? We should do the live stream about 7 p.m. He was at New York E's Mob Deep. Shout out to Junior Grizz. Shout out to Junior Grizz, brand new to the game. He was at New Year's. Shout out to Junior Grizz, man. Jumping into the game, man. We're going to take a look at BTCST. Here it is. I bet it exploded. Anything like this, I bet it exploded. Wow, look how expensive it is. Wow, look at this thing. So it came out today at $1,000. Insane. These guys are insane, man. Let's take a look at the auto. Auto will give me anything. Yeah, it will. Wow. So, no, come on. Because it has these huge wicks that it deals with the price in a strange way. Wow. So look at this thing. Consolidating hard here in this area. You can't say it's not in a bit of a pennant. Interesting. So this is a brand new coin, guys. I always be careful with brand new coins. But yeah, I mean, dang. There's a chance you can get some pumpage, you know. Stuff like this, I would throw $50 on it and just decide that I lost it all and see what happens. There's a chance, you know, it pumps. That's stuff I do, man. If you take a risk, it has to be a minimal risk and just, you know, let the cards fly, right? unbelievable that this thing is doing something like that. This is what's called Binance shares. So we'll take a look at the article now and get a run. Bull run boosts hash rate token craze. Binance Hashcoin and Poolin tokens selling at inflated rates. On the 13th, Binance Hashcoin was launched, reaching USD 73 Beijing time. Each BSTC is anchored at 0.1 Tera of 60 terawatts, which is the equivalent to an astonishing 730 per terawatt. The hash rate, or per terahash, the hash rate coin launched by Poolin is about USDT T35, which means electricity cost is lower. A little over my head, we'll figure that out one day. Leo Zhan, the founder of Anika Research, believes that miners would try to sell these tokens in the bull market in hopes that speculators would buy during the bear market. More importantly, the price would depend on the price change rate versus the hash change rate. An inherent challenge for hash power token contracts is getting miners to sell in a bull market and getting speculators to buy in a bear market. Yeah, because if you know the hash rate is going up, why the heck would you sell one of these? Right? So this is a token that's obviously going to appreciate, right? It's kind of like a no-brainer. It's like Binance coin in a way. Yeah, whoever got down here is a lucky man on the low at $8. So it came out at $8. So that's what happened. It opened to the market at $8. So if you bought right when it opened and you just kind of like, just like as fat, it took a minute to, I don't know, it took 1 minute for it to go from $8. This is insane. It took 1 minute for the price to go from $8 to $800. I'm not lying. I know you guys don't believe me. I know you think it's not true, but it is. This is crypto. That's a 5-minute candle. To go up imagine making 4,000% in 5 minutes. And it probably did it in 1 minute too, because if I go to the 1 minute candle, I bet that's what we see. Oh, started working out again, doing pull-ups and dips yesterday. My whole back muscle, everything feels good. Damn. Let's make some money at Edin Michikovic. Yep. At Trading Intuition from work and jumping right into the market. Glad to see you. Eden, what's going on? Edin Michikovic. What's going on, my friend? Morning Lifers only able to drop in for a few minutes. Shout out to Crypto24. Where can I buy new China cryptocurrency? E1. I'm not sure. What time for the live stream? Live stream tonight at 7 o'clock, because you guys hit it up with the amazing chats. Like, I can't believe it. The chat is hot. We're doing it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I love you guys. You guys are amazing. So check it out. We're just going to keep flying through the news, and then I'm out of here. 11:46. What an amazing stream. Okay, U.S. legislators introduced tax incentive bill for commercial crypto mining. 2 Kentucky legislators recently introduced a bill to provide sales and tax exemptions on personal property and electricity used for commercial mining of cryptocurrency. If adopted, the incentive that focuses on energy use would exempt miners from 6% excise taxes on their rigs' electric bills and mining hardware. They want to bring mining to Kentucky. Legislators intend to use the bill to foster the emerging cryptocurrency commercial mining industry by providing access to cost-effective energy. The abundant supply of electricity at lower rates would help miners to run high-powered computers that solve complex computational math problems on the Bitcoin network. Kentucky's crypto mining incentive bill comes at a time when Bitcoin miners are seeing unprecedented gains amid a record Bitcoin bull run. Miners' revenue surge causes mining hardware shortage. So now you can't get mining hardware like you could before. Of course. Breaking, visionary expert Mark Cuban states .com bubble and crypto are the same. Mark Cuban's simple advice: learn how to hedge. He reminded of insane prices of internet companies before the crash. In a series of posts on Twitter, Mark Cuban has drawn similarities between the Bitcoin bubble to what happened in the late 1990s in the .com bubble. Yeah, but in the .com bubble, we didn't have a stock to flow. So doesn't he know what the stock to flow is? We didn't have an asset that got cut in half every 4 years. You know, it's not like the .com bubble was an asset that got cut in half every 4 years and it pumped and dumped and pumped and dumped. Crypto will have a horrible correction this fall, September, October. Going to have a big correction. I'm telling you. Yes, we may go to 300K. We may go to 400,000, and Bitcoin may go back all the way down to 80,000, $140,000 a coin. yes, we're going to see a major correction, but the high we're going to be from where we are now, I think is going to be absurd. So shout out to everyone there. If we get to 50 likes, that will be the most likes we've ever got. So shout out to you guys at 50 likes. That's going to be unbelievable. And soon we're going to be at 1,000 subscribers. I can't believe that's going to be an amazing time. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm sure we can easily get way more people on the stream. But I like it, man. I appreciate every single one of you guys right now. Shout out to Eden. Shout out to Adine Milikovic, right? Milikovic. Yeah, Eden Milikovic. 100% likes, man. 53 likes. Wow, man. You guys are unbelievable. Stone1YGM. Every single buddy watching. Really, really appreciate you guys. Shout out to Sasha M, Trading Intuition, Bagwell33, Wrenchy T, Arthur L, Eddie DC, Molly Rowe, Lulu, Chris Conlon, Hadouken. Wow, man. So you know what? We were back. We were gone for a week. We came back strong. Yes, you got the name right. Amazing. Amazing, man. You guys are unbelievable. 33 people watching. Mark Cuban sees the ploy to push investments even in the face of a potential burst. Although analog to risk takers, investors have warned against taking debts to invest large sums in the market at this stage. Of course, leverage must be taken into account when it comes to personal losses or gains. To further his statement, Mark Cuban said, like insiders tried to justify the insane prices of the internet companies before the crash, investors are using the claim of crypto potentially replacing fiat as an excuse to keep on investing even in the face of a potential burst. I don't think he realizes that we're not at the cycle yet. He's right, but he just hasn't timed the market properly. Bitcoin finds local bottom as analyst points to signs of strength. What's next? Bitcoin and the entire cryptocurrency market has seen a mixed price action throughout the past week. It has mainly favored the bears, with selling pressure seen when Bitcoin broke below 40K. This led to the entire market plunge lower, but the bulls are now at the power of reversing this decline as they push Bitcoin towards 35K. That's what we're seeing. That's what we've been talking about. It's flashing an impressive bounce as local bottom forms. To me, yeah, I feel like we're forming that little local double bottom as well. Same pattern that we've been looking at. Very, very close. Shout out to Auchin Dawood. Thank you so much for coming into the live stream. If you want to get closer to me, if you want to talk to me, have access to me 24/7 while I sleep, you want to text me while I'm sleeping, say, hey, what's going on, Crypto Lifer? I love you. No, I'm just joking. But if you want to join my trading group, please, here is my live stream. This is all of us on the live stream together. Please hit the link right here to bring you to my Telegram group. That'll get you into the live stream. Really, really appreciate it, guys. It'll mean the world to me. So thank you guys so much for coming in to the live stream. Okay. Bitcoin feeling billion-dollar futures liquidations as volatility rises. Yeah, man. They're booting people up. They're bringing people down. So we'll take a look at Bitcoin one more time, and then we're going to take a run right on out of here. Actually, I want to take a look at the total market cap too as well and just see the health of that. We'll see the number that we're at before we bounce. 291, I like to see that. I want us to see I want to see these. Ooh. Now I see something going on. Look at the 5-minute. We have an ascending triangle for all the altcoins. So get ready, man. Looks like the altcoins are about to have a party. That's just total 2 is all the market excluding Bitcoin. And we have an ascending triangle here as they're at about 291 billion. Let's see if we can get it even out of the 5-minute, which I think is substantial. That can get us all the way back up to $307 billion. We crack 300 billion, the party's back on, things start to kind of get a little more fluid. Also, you can see we're in this bigger pattern here, which we broke out of. You can see that downtrend. We broke it. I'm liking what I'm seeing already on total 2. Interesting. Total 2 is now at 936, 935, and forming that little bit of a flag here, in my opinion. Also, I see a diamond pattern that came in from the bottom, or even from the top, possibly if we go this way. Interesting, though. We will have to watch that. It could be a diamond pattern, but I think it's like this. That's not how you make the diamond pattern, silly. And to me, it did come in from the top, so we should leave out the top. We should go right out the top of this. That's total market cap. And we were at $1,100,000,000, so More to come. Let's take a look at Bitcoin right now and see what it's doing. I said I was bullish when I had to make the final call. My final call is bullish. And you can see Bitcoin doing something similar too. It's in the same pattern that the total market cap is in, because it has that much dominance, right? And there's your trajectory, bouncing off this trend line, creating a new trend line. And you can see it's clearly in this pennant now. And it's gonna have to break to the upside, to the downside in the next, 30, 40 minutes. So all we got to do is break this line and then break 35K. And we break 35K, we can easily get back up to this local high of 36.6. Then we need to break 36.6 and continue our trajectory on up. And what I see is, this is what I see. We're in this channel. We're flagging at the bottom of the channel, and we're going to break up to the top of the channel and hit 39,300. So there's my call as we leave the stream, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, man. I can't believe it. Any last things I could do for you? Any last tickers I can go over before I run out? Unbelievable stream. The best I ever had. This is the best stream we've ever had on the channel. I've never had this many people watching for this long. We never had this many likes for this long. To me, that is just, 2020 is going to be a great year. That's what it tells me. Things are on the move. We are on the move. Crypto lifers are on the move. And I'm super excited. Stream is going well too. We're not having any connection issues. Things seem to be running smooth. Amazing. Can you check CVC? We can. The fact that you want me to check it is a blessing, right? Check it out. CVC, Civic, okay? What I like to do is, I'm going to show you exactly what we do to, if you're a newbie here. So we hit the daily and we hit auto. The first thing we're going to do is, wow, CVC looks a lot like DNT. Just like it's insane oscillation of price action here. So we got some levels. Now we're going to go to maybe the 6 hour, kind of see what else we see here. We got a level right here. And yeah, this is making a lot of sense. Okay. All right. So you have some support and resistance lines. And now look, it's in the old pattern that almost everything is in, which is a head and shoulders. And it bounced off of the 200-day moving average, quite bullish. So you have your head, you have a bit of a shoulder, and you formed the right shoulder, popped back up. Here is your neckline. Some would almost argue there's possibly a cup and handle going on here. We'll look at the 30-minute. Yeah, it looks pretty. Look. So here's your cup. Right? Doesn't have to be perfect. And here's your handle. So CVC in a bit of a cup and handle here. Let's take a look at that. Tell you, altcoins are getting this feeling like they're trying to steam ahead. They're doing good on the recovery. I think the whole market's about to just get lit. That's my opinion, but and that could break the all-time high and put us into price discovery all the way up to 24 from 15. Yeah, so I am quite bullish on CVC right now from that cup and handle. Bob D, yeah, 2020 was awesome. I'm from the future. Cool, man. 2021, not 2020. Yeah. We're going to have a great 2021. Yeah. I know, but I'm time traveling, so I keep getting the dates messed up. I am actually from the future. That's why I was able to make all the calls I made, honestly, What's the prediction end of the week, like on Friday on BTC? That's like it's not a good thing to constantly do, and that's not easy to do, to say, but end of the week, what I think we're going to be at, today's Wednesday. I think we're going to be, well, we pop today, we get back to 39K, we play games. I think this weekend there's a good chance we're at all-time highs. We're back at 43,000 for Bitcoin. That's going to be my 43K on Saturday. I'm going to make the call, you know. But you guys will look at me like he's out of his mind, you know. But yeah, I think there's a high probability we're at 43K by Saturday. Breakout upcoming on Bitcoin thoughts. Yeah, and I do believe we do have a breakout coming. Adel Guismi. Abdelkadir Guismi. How did I do that? Abdelkadir Guismi? Or just me? Abdelkadir just me? Breakout upcoming on Bitcoin. How did I do on that name, man? Abdelkadir Guesman. Thank you for the free consultation and the free prediction. Anytime. Thank you for joining my live stream. Please share it with a friend, family member, or someone that you know. I really appreciate it. You have to be Moroccan. Me? No, I'm not Moroccan. Or you're saying I would have to be Moroccan to understand? I will definitely be. I'm here every morning at 9:30. Every single day at 9:30 in the morning. We had a little struggle with you know, we'll get into it later, but yeah, to say it right? Abdelkader is me. Link Moonin, baby. Really? That'd be interesting. Let's take a look at Link. Link doing its thing. I don't know if it's mooning, but yeah, it's doing pretty good. 1565 coming back up strong. We're seeing a lot of movement in some of the altcoins now. To me, the market's looking pretty healthy. Litecoin took a dump, though. Come on, Litecoin. You go from 185 all the way back down to 1. It went all the way to 114 on the low. 111. Wow. That was a shakeout and a half, man. They really tried to hit people's stops out. Whoever was long-term accumulating, they kicked you out real quick. Say Mashuko Francis. Okay. Sushi USD, if you haven't looked at it yet. Wow, you guys are just, this never ends, huh? Sushi, man. Let's give you sushi, man. I just know hopefully these will become super chats one day. So why would I say no now, right? This is the point, right? We're on the verge of something here. We're pushing forward. Okay, so this was my trajectory for sushi. I saw it was in this rising wedge. Then I saw it in this bull flag, and I saw it would get all the way to 5. It looks like it did. Interesting. Sushi did. It get to 496. Would come all the way back down into the pattern at 318, only to pump back all the way up to 478. Watch for sushi, man. Inverted head and shoulder pattern, which is very vigorous. I told you guys that my favorite 3 coins of the month were going to be sushi, AAVE, SNX, and EGLD. Those are 4 coins. So I'm going to make a video about why I think they're the best and why I think they have just amazing potential. But there's your immediate short-term target at 626 for sushi. So watch out for sushi, man, on the rebound, on the move, starting to make some gains. I am bullish on sushi at the present moment. Let's take a look at the 4-hour. 4-hour is starting to get a little hot, but there's no reason why the bullish momentum can't continue up a little more to get into all-time highs. Litecoin is like a guy who goes skydiving and won't jump out of the plane. Yeah, Litecoin's annoying, man. How many watch hours you got, host? I have no idea. Oh, we're close. I'm very close to 4,000. I'm like 1,000 away or something like that. I'm very close. I'm so close. Like it's insane how close I am. And we had an issue last week. I'll get into it. But YouTube was giving me erroneous strikes for no reason. I had to talk to the internal team. It all got squared away. My channel was reinstated. But I was blocked for a week. There was also warning. It was back and forth, and it slowed down the momentum of the channel, like immensely. It really did. But hey, we're here now. We're rocking forward, and we're ready to kick some serious butt. So I'm excited for where this channel is going to go. I'm excited for all the new people we had on the live stream today, and it's only going to get better. Look, I'll show you right here. Channel monetization. We have 832 subscribers. We need 1,000 to monetize. We have 3,903 public watch hours. We need 4,000. So I'm only 70 away. So tomorrow we're going to hit it. Tomorrow we're going to be able to monetize, guys. I just need to hit 70 watch hours. Yeah, you're right. I did get the watch hours way faster than the subs. You're right. I'm there, though. I'm at 3,935 watch hours. That's why live streaming really pays off in the long run, honestly. There's dividends in either way, right? You can make videos. You can live streams. Yeah, I agree. But yeah, I'm super excited, guys. We are on our way. And thank you guys so much for the live stream today. It's unbelievable. It really is. Maybe I should spike my hair more often. I never spike my hair, you know. What was it? Yeah, but I like content about crypto all the time. And what we do is how the stream works is in the morning. Do you do any video about reading indicators while trading, like PA and indicators correlation? All the time. Okay, whoever's here right now, I'll give you a quick lesson on trading. Okay, I'm going to give you a quick lesson on basically. I also offer tutoring. I'll be honest for you guys. So if you ever want to be tutored, hit the Telegram link below and join the Telegram group, and you can DM me and I'll discuss that with you guys. You know, KNC about to go. My list is amazing. We have a bunch of different. I almost have every coin on the list too, like KNC right here. Boom. Everything looks good to me, man. Inverted head and shoulders. If Bitcoin pumps, they're all gonna follow Bitcoin. Bitcoin looking very good. Things are going well. So here, I'm gonna take you guys through a coin that I really like to trade, Band, and I'm gonna show you how I would set up my Band setup, how I look for setups, and what do I do. First thing as I do is I play these patterns. I study these patterns. These are super important to study. If you take this link from me right here, you can download this pattern list that I have. It's free, and you can download it. So here's this link I just gave you guys in the comments. You can hit that, and you can download these charts for free. Okay. Now, this is going to show you the double bottom, the inverted head and shoulders, the falling wedge to the downside, the bullish rectangle, the bull pennant, the rising wedge, you know, all these awesome things. Now, you see blue lines here. That means they break to the upside. 68% of the time we came to that determination. That's about the percentage that someone figured out years ago. So 68% of the time, the inverted head and shoulders is going to help you make some gains. So was the double bottom. So was the falling wedge. So was this falling wedge. So was the bullish rectangle. So I play these 6 patterns the most, religiously, so to speak. And these I don't, because they break to the downside. These I also play, the ascending triangle, the symmetrical. I play them. They tend to break up or down. Crypto likes the ascending triangle to break up a little bit, and the symmetrical triangle I've seen has broken to the upside, but you just have to be more careful. It's not as well percentaged as the probability of these patterns. So these are the patterns that I mainly play. So here, we're going to look at Band. Okay, and I'm going to go to the daily, even the 3-day, depending on how big or how long we've been looking at something like this. And you're going to look at the trajectory for Band. And what you could do is you make support and resistance lines. You could also see, if you look at Band, it was in this long resistance area, which it just finally broke out of. So it had fallen short, came down, and it had been bearish, really. And it was in this long accumulation. Also, accumulation is rounded bottoms. Whenever you can take this semicircle and you can round the bottom here. This is super important that you can round the bottom. Okay. That's going to tell you that there's consolidation going on and that these are good places to begin to long into things for a long-term hold into the crypto market. That's what happens. That's what happens. But people like you, I'll always remember. You know why? Because you're more aggressive and more like, you're like me. Like, I like you already because you're like me. Whenever there's someone who's teaching me stuff, I'm like in it. I'm like, yo, like I want to get to know them. Like I go on a Mitch Ray live stream and I try to get his attention and I try to like, you know, I'll send him mad super chats, ask him like 4 questions in a row. But I'll do it respectful and I'll let him know like, yo, I know what it is to do the live streaming thing, you know, and not just him, anyone else. I just understand my mentors that have already been there for me. They became mentors because I was aggressive, and they saw that I wanted to learn more than the other people, and that got me further with them, you know. Even if they had a lot of subs or a lot of people, they tended to take me under their wing. And I know they had so many people, and I'm like, wow, they chose me. And it was, you know, not everyone goes all the way, you know. So all you have to do is just go hard, and it will set you from the pack so fast. So check it out. This is how I trade. I would make support and resistance lines. Like this. Like this. Like this. Then I go to like the 6 hour, and you can see, you'll see some better areas here. This is a possible head and shoulder, right? Shoulder, head, shoulder. But we are bouncing. It's somewhat getting negated at this point. And so the first thing I do is make support and resistance lines. You can see this. And this tells me where the price began and ended, and kind of puts it in channels for me to understand where it has support and resistance, which is extremely important when trading. Okay. You can also pull what's called a Fibonacci. That's very simple. It scares a lot of people. It's not that complicated. You literally just you go up here, and you go to the Fibonacci retracement, which is right there. Fib retracement. I have it already here. The shortcut to it is Apple F. So you can just Alt F it, and that should help you out. Draw a fib. Okay. And you can see that we bounced off the 786, which means we 70% retraced, which is like a very healthy retracement. Interesting. Yeah, because the language itself is hard for people that speak English, you know. So anyway, we look at this, and it sees that we bounce off the 706. We came here to this 706, which is secret Fibonacci that was taught to me by Jacob Canfield. You can look him up. Yeah, just look for great projects then, and you know, look for great, amazing projects, and that's you know, that's and park in them. You know, that's what I do. I do a little bit of trading. I also do a little bit of investing. It all depends on, you know, what my long-term plan is, but I have a plan. So this gives me an idea that we bounced healthily off of a Fibonacci, and now we also broke out of this long wedge. You can see band breaking out of this long wedge, and now it comes up, did a bit of a retest, which is expected, and it's kind of on its way, making its way out of the pattern. So band. Another thing we could see is somewhat of a bullish divergence, really not perfectly, but from this area here, I mean, from this swing to that swing, we have a round up, but from this swing to this swing, we have a round down. And that, my friends, is hidden bullish divergence as well. Yeah, you better not leave green. Thank you so much for the epic green screen comment. Shout out to Pixel LBOX up on the live stream. Thank you so much for jumping in there. Our rider analyzed BTC. We did very, very hardcore at the beginning of the live stream. We did that. We did. One thing I did see that I didn't do is I always have DVR on. I did accidentally flip it off. I did not realize that. I wonder if I could edit that now. I don't know if I can. I don't think so. But I apologize for that. I usually have DVR on. People can just run back into the stream, you know. Yeah, you don't want to be losing your capital. Not at all. That's not a good look, right? And that's not what we're here for, right? So you'd rather just buy and hold something for 6 months and not lose a penny than be jumping back and forth and even losing 100, because that investment could go so far. 1 inch, baby. 1 inch. All I want to do is learn if Bitcoin going to be bearish and bullish. That's what everybody wants to know, right? But right, so far, everything's going in our favor. This is what our Bitcoin analysis. If you just got in and you're new to the channel, this is the Bitcoin analysis, because we did it earlier, but we'll do it again one last time for you guys, because I'll show you that I go above and beyond anybody else on YouTube. I don't think you'll ever see someone who puts forth the effort that I do at a live stream. So let's get it, man. Let's get it. You can see on the 6 hour on Bitcoin, we're about to have a bullish cross, and we're crossing here. Very, very strong indication that we're going up. So all you have to do is trade that 6 hour indicator. Also, as long as we break 35K, I said we're very bullish, and we're about to do that now. Since the beginning of the stream, I have been bullish. So check it out. I put Bitcoin in this, and look, it's breaking out of the top trend line, which I said it's either going to break down or break out. And we went to the 15 minutes. I said in the next, certain amount of period, we're going to see if we get a breakout or a breakdown. To me, we're breaking out of the top trend line. I can delete all my work, which is hard for me to do. It's sad, but I can always recreate it. And you could see clearly forming a bit of a breakout here, in my opinion. I feel like we had a fake out and then a breakout. Also, on the bigger time frame, look at this. Or a bigger pattern. It is an ascending triangle. And it's something I started to realize too, is a lot of times that right side, and that's an ascending triangle, which can be bullish, 50% chance that we break to the upside. So it's a 50-50 ball that Bitcoin gets up to 37,000. And once we get up there, we start consolidating, making our move. And this is healthy. This is healthy. We went as low here as what? 30,500. All the bears came out, friends and family. It's over. You should have sold. Why didn't you sell? We're going down to 20K. All that nonsense. And I really don't know. I'm not going to tell you I know exactly where we're going to go. But look, this was a trend line that we just broke. So either you don't know how to trade or you don't know how to, 20K is highly unlikely because we just did a double bottom here. And a double bottom has a 68% chance of a break to the upside from the middle of this area too. So you have double bottom, you have a new trend line, and then look, I even have a bigger ascending triangle now on my hands with a bigger target. And that would actually bring us all the way back up. Pretty damn close to all-time highs. So there you go. Shout out to everybody in the live stream. Thank you guys so much for joining. Please hit the Telegram link below if you'd like to join my Telegram. I'd really, really appreciate it. Shout out to everyone here. It means the world to me that you came in to the live stream. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer. If you want to know the Crypto Lifer, get to know me. If you want to text me and talk to me, join my Telegram group right here in the link, and you can become a lifer, and we can do that, Yeah, if it breaks 35K, that's going to be a significant level to hold, and then we got to break this level here at 3660. We break 3660. We can't break 3660 until we break 35K. See? Then there's a chance to go up to 40K and go down again. Hey, anything is possible. I think if we get back to 40K, I think we start forming new areas of support and resistance. You can see we clearly have new support and resistance now. Even this area, chop here and chop here, this is great because we get above it here. Now 35,000 starts becoming a good area. This was a really healthy pullback. Think about it. If we kept pushing up all the way to 60K, we could have rocked down to 30K. If we go to 40K and we rock back to 30K, that was beautiful. So we went from 40 back to 30, 25% retrace, right? Which is what Bitcoin likes to do. It doesn't really like to retrace more than that in a bull run. It really doesn't. And I went over this. I went over all the pullbacks in a bull run, and my pullback video. My channel, guys, has so much more than these live streams. So if you check it out and you look at the channel, do a deep dive into the channel. Look at all the different videos and what they are. Is, we have Bitcoin going parabolic Bitcoin videos, but right here we have a pullback video where I discuss the different pullbacks that Bitcoin had during the bull run. Right here, Bitcoin pullbacks happen. If you're holding Bitcoin, you need to see this. This video is crucial. I'm going to put it into the description here. But this video is crucial, man, and it shows you all the pullbacks Bitcoin had during the bull run from about 1,000 to 20,000 when it 20x'd. And Bitcoin's about to 20x again from 10K to $200,000 or more. So that's just what it does. in these bull runs, right? Anyway, so yeah. So this all happens in 26 days. In 26 days, 26 bars. In 26 days, Bitcoin goes down 29%, back to its original spot, and then back up another 40%. 70% swings in Bitcoin while it's really gearing up for its big bull run. So just be prepared for some serious volatility, and as the price goes up, I'm telling you, be prepared for $4,000 or $5,000 swings. I can only equate this ratio of time into what will happen into the future. We're going to see some insane price movement for Bitcoin. See that? See that? And this was before, man. This was in November. And honestly, man, the channel has just been, we've been absolutely killing it, in my opinion. Absolutely killing it. Even if you just look at the titles. Like, we called 27K before most people. Bitcoin defies gravity, hugs 18K. I love watching this. This is awesome, right? Final analysis. Bitcoin hugs 19K. Is a breakout coming? Bitcoin defends 19K while AAVE will hit 1,000. See, and now it's already at 140. That was back when it was at 60, 50 bucks. Bitcoin all-time high party. I jumped in the snow in my underwear. I let my daughter hit me with a pie. These are really funny videos if you want to check them out. I think they're hilarious. And then, you know, look where Bitcoin is going. I found out 3 weeks ago, 27K, called it, right? And this is before Bitcoin was even at 24K. I'm calling for 27K Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin to 30K by Christmas, right? I was a few days off, but I was damn close. Bitcoin battling 24K, Bitcoin blasting. Bitcoin holds 24K, is 30K next. I'm calling 30K weeks before it happened, you know? Then it cracks 28,450. I'm just saying, look, Bitcoin Live marking why 60K is easy. And look, every time I do that, I'm usually about 3 weeks ahead. My predictions. So 30K occurred, 27K 3 weeks ahead. And here we are again, 4 days ago with 60K is easy. Why 50K is easy. And where we'll be in 3 weeks, time will tell. But this channel has either I'm time traveling or my intuition is insane. But this channel has been taking us through, and we can go even further back. We can go back when it all started. Bitcoin holds support at, you know, watching Bitcoin boom. I said why 13K is 16K. Bitcoin about to pump to 16K. Here's why. This is when 16K wasn't even being talked about. Bitcoin holds 11.4 is 16K incoming. 3 weeks later, we would hit 16K. Bitcoin, what's keeping its gains? Bitcoin above 10.5. Huge move. Why I am long. And what is the target? Will alts get crushed? Why I'm long on Bitcoin, man. And I went long at 10.6 hard. You know, Bitcoin wants 12K again, but when? Bitcoin to 16K, it just in nuts, whatever. Bitcoin holds 10.7, Bitcoin to 15K, and then we hit it. So yeah, I was projecting, but my projections were kind of based off targets and off of some, you know, fundamentals and things that I saw happening in the market. So unbelievable. We also made some amazing stock predictions. Tesla at 410. We did I guess the link. We talked about link. I was talking about link at $1 and $3 way back here at the beginning of the channel when the channel first began. I looked at my first live stream ever that I ever did the other day. Literally went to the first live stream that we ever had on the channel ever in the history of YouTube. And when I went to it, I think it was this one. Bitcoin tanks while I bought more 10 months ago. Or Dow on shaky ground. Funny. Hit one of the first ones, and like the first thing I say is I'm talking about Chainlink, and I'm like, and I'm going over how Chainlink. It's just so funny, man. Made a big dead cat bounce. Let's see what's going on. So down though on the short, but at what place? This is the best time. On top. If it was low on the RSI and you see a wick, you buy this wick. Could have bought it with leverage. Boom. Like 10x leverage on that. That was a fat trade. It went up 60%. You could have made 600 up to greed, and this should be, yeah. This is when you really want to be buying Bitcoin on an extreme fear. An extreme fear. Definitely a time to accumulate Bitcoin. This is the best time, honestly. If you believe in it, if you like Bitcoin, today is the day to buy some Bitcoin. So there I am telling you You know, there I am, you know, what I'm doing, saying that I like to buy Bitcoin here at 5,700. And this was months ago. This was in March. And had you taken this call, just imagine you'd be 7x your money right now. So this channel has proven throughout history, can't hear the audio. Really? That must be on you then. Because I have audio right here. See? So your audio is on you, my friend. Because I hear it. Anyway, sorry to be rude, but it's just the facts of life. I gotta keep it real, right? Anyway, so this channel has been just killing him. It's been spot on. It's been a little hidden gem. Not many people know about it, and this channel has just been continuing to do it. We didn't break out yet. Relax. What are you talking about, man? I'm talking about Bitcoin at 5K back there in March. You know, this guy's bearish or something. Well, he didn't get his bags yet. I don't know what it is, but anyway, yeah. So I'm just, and even if Bitcoin went to 20K, I'd still be a happy camper. I would just end up getting more Bitcoin. You know, you wouldn't see me bat an eyelash. I'd actually be happy. I'd be like, word, there's a chance to get some more for some new people, get some new blood in the game, you know, that missed their chance. Let them get in. I don't think we're going to break this 30,000 level, honestly. We're defending it really, really good. I'm not bearish. I'm a professional trader. I love it. So many people are professional traders. All right, join my group and let's see how good you are. Let's find out, man. No lie. I know that's like a challenge, but join my group. Let's see your charts. See how many charts you post a day. See how much you spend doing technical analysis. Do you do 8 hours a day like me? And maybe you're better than me. Maybe you're not. Who knows? I'm not trying to be competitive. I'm being like, I do have competitive nature though. So it is what it is. I know when I'll enter long or short. Interesting. Well, have a good one, man. For real, right. I don't know if she knows what you're saying. 61 likes, man. This is crazy. I don't think the host is trying to compete to anyone. He's funny, man. That's what happens when you go on YouTube, man. People just get frisky. 145. So we're seeing some spikes now in these coins in the last 15 minutes. Pretty interesting, to say the least. AAVE continuing its tear, and it's in a bull flag on the 15-minute. Tells me that it really wants a little bit more. Boom. All the way up to 157. TA on XEC. Let's take a look. Wow. Expect the unexpected defending me. She's like, yo, chill. Chill. Don't mess with my lifer. Zcash USDT. Stonewine, my man, dude. Tell us how you start trading full time. Did you have a job 9 to 5? Talk about success. No, I worked for years, man. And I'm not saying I'll never go back and have a job. Honestly, certain people have a job they hate and I guess they don't like that they had to have. I was a video editor for years. So I'm sitting there video editing, doing my thing. And yeah, I didn't like working for somebody, I'll be honest. It wasn't my favorite thing. But I always kind of chose to follow something that I liked. I refused to do anything I didn't like ever since a child. I know it's kind of spoiled, but it's just who I was. And so I liked video and I liked editing. And so I got into that and I started working in that. The live streaming is amazing. The Telegram is filled with amazing people. I can't believe that. So yeah, but I always knew that I always saw people with more money than me. I'll be honest. And they looked happy. They were at cafes with, J. Crew shirts on. They were getting out of Audis. They had Mercedes and Range Rovers. And, I grew up in areas where there was a lot of money. And I saw people with a lot of money. And as a young kid, I always dreamed of, inviting people over to a barbecue with a big backyard and having like a patio that's extravagant and having a pool. And, what is it even for it was almost like so I can invite my family and friends over and be like, guys, have a blast, you know, like enjoy yourselves, you know, let's barbecue, let's relax. Like I love people. I love entertaining people, and I'd love to have a nice big home to entertain people. And these are just the thoughts I had growing up, man. And I also wanted to change the world. I wanted to do something different. I wanted to give back, you know, make water where there's places where there's no water, and all this different stuff. And so, funny that this comes on now because it's kind of like poetic with the idea, but I would be trader if it's free. I don't mind at all. Hey man, everyone has to pay their dues though. You're gonna lose some money when you learn how to trade. Like I've been trading for 12 years, and if I told you my whole story, all my ups and downs, which one day you'll be like, wow. I've made 200K off Bitcoin. I didn't know anything. I just read into the hype 5 years ago. Should I be spreading that money? Honestly, it depends. Like, it depends on your plan. I can't tell you what to do with your money. And again, this isn't financial advice. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. Nothing I say here should be used for financial advice. Nothing. Your Zcash chart looks good, bro. It is in a rising wedge where it broke out. So that's a very bullish pattern. It's actually starting to form a bit of a parabola also. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. Your 1 hour just had a cross. It's starting to get a little extended, but it doesn't mean it's done. Actually flipping up, right? Possible we're flipping away, and we could get a little more momentum on the 1 hour. Let's take a look at the 4 hour for you on Zeke. Zeke is also getting extended on the 4 hour. Looks like we'll go sideways here, but what a nice push up in the last few days. You have to like that progress. Also, Grayscale buys up a lot of this. This is Horizon, right? Zcash. Oh no, Zencash. They buy Zencash. Zen. Which looks a lot like Zcash. Look at that. They look very, not exactly, but pretty close. A lot of pumps right now in altcoins on the low. I've made over $1 million on the 17 bull run. It would have been 200K. I would help poor people. The investment was 7K. That's sick, man. That's so sick. Hey, Ryder, I'd love you to join. Honestly, whenever I join someone that usually becomes a good friend of mine, it usually starts with a little bit of a competition. So I don't mind you coming in here and being a little. What's your birth sign, Ryder? May I ask? If you mind. I know, and I'm just trying to figure out something. Because usually Taurus, Cancer, or you're another Aries like me, you know, and you're kind of just like, you know, Sagittarius possibly. You have that fire in you, man. Let's take a look at Bitcoin right now. Yeah, see, there we go, 34,900, and we just gotta break that. We just gotta break that level at 35K. We break 35K, and we're starting to make our move, man. Go to these smaller time frames. Look at the 1 minute and see how big the candle really is. And see what the movement is looking like. I mean, that's a breakout, in my opinion. You know, starting to make our move. We want to hold it this time though, and we keep getting wicked down a little bit. Some buy pressure. Some buy pressure at 35K. We're going to have an issue here at 35.11. Big move. We can break 35K, then we get to 36.60, and then we're off. I would like to hear when you look PA RSI, what this RSI tell you how to read it. What do you see? I hope you know what I mean. Okay, so you look, the reason why okay, let's take a look. What you do is you go to like the BLX. If you want to study this, study everything that I teach you guys. You got to do a lot of your own research. You got to put in the work. For me to be here right now and doing the live stream and showing you everything that I'm showing you, you got to put in the work. You got to put in the work. So we're going to look at the BLZ index, okay? We'll do is we'll shrink this up here. We'll make the RSI kind of our only indicator. All right? So we'll get rid of the MACD for you. We'll get rid of the Stokes. Stochastics RSI work as well, but you asked for the RSI, Relative Strength Index, logarithmic algorithm that watches the move, the strength of the move, right? So take a look at the price now. We have what's called overbought and oversold. Whenever we're above the dotted line, we're overbought. Overbought. overbought, overbought, overbought. Now you can see if you were to buy any asset at this area, overbought, it went down after that, down. Here you bought it, overbought, down, down. You don't want to buy things that are overbought, down. Here's overbought as well, down, overbought, down. Here's another overbought area, down. So you can clearly see you don't buy an asset when this oscillator is up here. You buy down here. Now, if you would have bought right here, look, you made money. If you would have bought down here, you made money. If you bought down here, you made money. If you would have bought down here, and this is called oversold. So, we only use the RSI, and I'm not saying we only use it, but the RSI is used to see when something is overbought and oversold. And then we also combine what's called divergences. We look for bearish, bullish divergence. We have 3 types: hidden, regular, and when it's overbought, it's always going to be down, the price. Yes, it is a high chance. Yes. No, that's fine. You're not dumb. Overbought means there's a high probability the price is going to continue down. The buyers, the RSI is a logarithmic algorithm telling you how many buyers are left. They're saying that the buyers are gone. We've used every buyer possible and we're running out of buyers. We don't have that many buyers anymore. That's really what it means, you know? So I tell people it's like if the supermarket was open 24/7 and at 1 o'clock in the night, like everyone's asleep, like the buyers are done. There's no more buyers. If you had an RSI in the supermarket and it was a 24-hour supermarket, then it would be overbought around 1 in the morning, and then it would be oversold around like 6 in the afternoon when everyone got out of work and after they sold, and then the sellers would be gone. Okay, so that's kind of a good way to look at it in a way as well. You know, shout out to everyone on the live stream. I can't believe it. You guys are unbelievable. I don't know where you all came from. I don't know how it all happened. Hadouken, Expect the Unexpected, Lily Ill. I'm going to try to go through every single person here on the live if we can. Question, Hadouken, Expect the Unexpected, Lulu Ill, Natalie, Nate Lee, my dude. He asked for XLM. We didn't go over that. I apologize. Nate, if you're still here, let me know. Adam Sedlak, hello stranger. We did go over the DNT. We did that for you, man. Awesome. Chris Collin, Molly Rowe, Jose, Wrenchy T, Trade Intuition, Bagwell 33, Sasha, Xfrag 3R, cool channel, first time here. You're the man for saying that. Mohit Singla, Blizzy, BTW, Bitcoin consolidating. What do you think happening in the short term? Making a move. Stone 1 YGN, my dude, man. My dude, Bagwell 33. Stone 1, man. I appreciate you, bro. Renee Molina, new to the stream. Love you, Renee. Thank you for coming in. 5.0. Not sure about the E1. Crypto 24, my dude, Paul. Eden, my man. Thank you so much for coming in. Aushin Dawood. I hope I say that right. Aushin Dawood. Jareen Huquak. Jareen, not sure how to say that as well. Snorkin, Neo price prediction, end of the month and end of the week. If you're still here, let me do that. Bob D, 2020 was awesome. I'm from the future. Yeah, I remember that. Abdelkader, my dude. ENG Francis O Mescal Parasoti, my dude. Every single person here, all my international people. BB, Bagwell 33, Mamba for life. I love that, man. Opinions on VET and Ziliqua. I like VET and Ziliqua. Pixel LBOX, LB0X, Pixel Pounds, baby. Expect the Unexpected. All Rider, Jack Wiener. Everyone in here, man. Really appreciate you guys. John Howell. If I missed everybody, Russian Shooter. What do you think of Algorand? Gustav Viv. Chris Conlon, 65, man. Are you positive on the future of any specific altcoins? I was gonna end this stream so many times, but it was like backed by popular demand, man. What do you think of Algorand? I like Algorand. It's one of my long-term holds. I have a bag of Algorand. I got in at about 30 cents. It has since pumped up pretty nicely, and you can see it's now consolidating. So Algo is forming a new bowl, in my opinion, a higher bowl in a new area. So it formed a low bowl down here, right? It boomed up out of that area. Now it's forming another bull, and it's consolidating again with a double bottom here. Look for algo to make some moves. Also, I see algo is in this, something like this. And it's breaking out of this resistance. It came up, came back down, broke out again. Let's see if it can continue up. Bit of a sideways double bottom as well for Algorand, but I like algo at 44. Listening to the background, laying down for a moment, been up all night most of the day. BTC gives you insomnia. It really does, man. It really does. So I'm trying to just like, NIO moon, but it's too early. 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 Still young and not of. It's possibly true. Also, your Google Drive sharing isn't working. Damn, man. I'm sorry about that. If you look to enter the trade, it's oversold on the 5-minute. You enter the trade, goes in overbought, and stays flat on 1% on the 100%. Climbing goes flat, one top, 1 hour climb. So if you look to enter the trade and it's oversold in the 5-minute, but you enter the trade and it's overbought and stays flat, the 15-minute climbing goes flat on the top, 1 hour climb on half, but 15 turning down. What do you do here? It depends on what your risk is, right? That's why if I'm in a trade short term, I make sure the 15-minute is the only thing I'm looking at, and I sell when the 15-minute gets extended. You know. Now if you're in it long term and the 1 hour looks good, like let's look at algo, right? 1 hour looks a little extended. You know, I don't open trades when we're this high on the stoke and we're getting that close, right? I've been up all night because of Bitcoin. Who hasn't? What do you do here? Sell or stay? What does this tell you how to read it? Thank you for your answers. I'm trying to understand exactly what you're saying. If you took to enter the trade and it's oversold in the 5-minute, I'd like to know what you're talking about. The actuals, I could see exactly what you mean, and I'll look at it for you. Are we talking about Bitcoin? I'm going to assume we're always talking about Bitcoin, but I don't know that, right? My whole thing is this. Look, you enter on the 1 hour. You want to make sure that if you are going to use even the 15-minute, it's good. Like right now, look, the 1 hour wants to reset and come back down on the Stokes, but the 4 hour looks bullish. So I wouldn't enter the bullish 4 hour until the 1 hour and the 4 hour Stokes reset. They're a little high for me at the moment. Now, if I was in a trade and the 15-minute got too high, like right here, look, the 15 minutes getting extended, I might want to close the trade and wait for the 15-minute to reset. Regardless of if the 1 hour and the 4 hour are bullish, the 15-minute will still bring the price through an oscillation. So I hope that answers your question and helps you a little bit. I don't know if I did, but I feel like we got somewhere, right? BNB, now everything is in this ascending triangle, guys. Everything. So we may be able to have super chats tomorrow, man, which I'm super excited about. Very high chance. And we're competing with some other big YouTubers right now. Like, he's a huge YouTuber. And he's got 128 people watching. They got thousands of people. So I'm interested to see where this is going to go, honestly. All right, guys. I love you guys so much. Where are you all from? No, you can. You can. You just have to get the watch hours like you talked about. You just need the watch hours. We got the watch hours. We're going to get the watch hours maybe by the end of the stream. I'm telling you right now. Texas. What does that mean? All right, guys. I love you. I have to jump. Pennsylvania. Oh, where are you guys from? Texas, Pennsylvania. Oh, yeah. Slovenia, EU, the Trump's first lady country. Cool, man. Seattle, Australia. Wow. Chirac. Chi-town? Chicago? They call it Chirac, right? All right, guys. I love you guys so much. Worked at Amazon, became part of the time semi-leave with trading. Also, UK. Cool, man. Awesome. I'm born in Iraq, then moved to Turkey for 11 years. Now I'm in the U.S., California for 12 years. Awesome, man. Awesome. All right, guys. I'm making a run for it. I really, really appreciate it. If there's any last minute calls, anything you're just like, you really, really need, we'll do another 1 minute, and then I'm going to have to make a move. We'll be on every single day at 9:30 in the morning. On the weekends, we're on about like 10:30, 11, Eastern Standard Time. And I will be back tonight at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time because we got so many likes. That's no reason not to come back tonight. So I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for everything. I really, really appreciate it. Ricky, my man, I didn't even know you were there, man. See, a bunch of you guys are there and I don't even know. So always leave a comment, guys, so I can shout your name out on the live stream, especially my favorite people like Ricky the Investor, Trade Intuition. I'll be back 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Eastern Standard Time. And I'll be back tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you guys so much for joining. I really appreciate it. Can we get to 100 likes? Like, I can't even believe I'm saying that, but wow. Wow. Let's hit 70. 70 likes. 70 likes, man. Who cares, man? I mean, I do care because the likes help us get more people, which helps the content grow, which helps me build a legacy and get somewhere in life. So it is important. But to me, it's like, it's more about connecting to you guys than it is a popularity contest, in all honesty. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find them when I post my next video. And remember, if you came to my channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. I'll be back tomorrow. And we say it every day at the end of every stream. We say crypto is life together. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, and we're going to do it together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Crypto is life. There's nothing else.